Hello, this is EA from the King of Anime podcast. Just a reminder, this is the full first season of My Dress Up Darling. For some reason, we didn't record episode 7. We didn't even react to episode 7. So, just a heads up, if you see it missing, that's why. We talk about episodes 1 through 6 and 8 through 12. Enjoy and subscribe if you're new, because we will be talking about season 2 this year.
Anime we are going to talk about is My Dress Up Darling, episodes 1 and 2. I think this is locked in by Savagery Man.
Savagery Man.
So I'll just say this. Kind of wanted to hear like fresh opinions on the show, but I picked this show. I read the manga in like late 2019, I believe. Caught up to it very quickly. When it got an anime, I was very surprised, but I shouldn't have been that surprised because it was gaining popularity. But yeah, I was just happy to see what they were going to do with everything. And so far, 2 episodes in, honestly, I think the anime is a little better than the manga. At least when it comes to the comedy aspect of it, I've been liking how things been like how the jokes have been flowing in the anime rather than the manga. Art looks great. The animation, they are putting a lot of boob physics in the show. Like there's been like 3 parts where I'm like, okay, Clover works.
I think.
All right.
I think it's more than just Marin's boobs. I think it's the entirety of Marin is completely over animated.
Yeah. And the fan service is going to be a topic of conversation. I won't really dwell on it too much, but
this is the sexiest season of King of Anime podcast, Slotsky. We got to talk about the fan service.
Yeah, I'll leave that up to you guys though. But I will say, close my thoughts. I think the appeal of this anime is or like the message you take away from it is being very, or like losing yourself in your passions. Like, cause Maureen has her whole thing of wanting to cosplay. Gojo has his thing of making Hina dolls, and we seen how his character is very reserved in his thoughts and his passions because he was told at a young age that that's a feminine thing, that's for girls, that's not for you. But he's seeing Maureen being 100% committed to what she loves, and he's starting to try to model after her tenacity when it comes to pursuing what she wants to do. So I think that message is the thing to take away from this anime. Second episode, it may get lost in the boobs and the ass, but there's a message there.
What episode was that?
It was. I was shocked that scene went on for that long.
Is it like that long in the manga, or is it like really short?
I don't think it's that long. I mean, it's manga, so it's, you know, you can kind of go at your own pace, so it just feels a lot different. But that scene went on for, like you said, pretty much half the episode.
I mean, it was like, now measure this. Now measure this. Now measure this.
Yeah, because like the way it was going, it felt like that was like 2 chapters worth of content, but I didn't feel like that.
They had whole 1-pagers dedicated to measuring up the boobs. And what I thought was so strange about that whole interaction was, yeah, they were measuring each other. Well, sorry, he was measuring her. But then all of a sudden, when he's not freaking out, then she just freaks out randomly at one point. And I'm like, what was that about?
Hey, like, yeah, I didn't understand that. I didn't understand that either. That's one of the questions I was going to ask you guys, actually.
Because she, like I said, he's measuring her the whole time, and she's just like, come on, hurry up. Measure me, damn it. But then, like, I think he, like, measures, like, lower down to the leg, and then she gets all embarrassed. I'm like, now you're embarrassed? You weren't embarrassed before. You're in a fucking bathing suit with somebody you barely even know. And then all of a sudden, oh, I'm embarrassed.
She's wearing every bit of that bikini. That is for sure. Like,
oh, absolutely.
I don't know what she's. Yeah, why she was freaking out. It was weird.
Can we talk about the first episode though?
No.
Why did she wait? No, we had to. Why did she fly? Why did she fly in the air? They never explained that.
Oh,
Doesn't
I know
matter.
why.
Doesn't matter.
What?
Marin. It's Marin.
She's
matter.
she's a witch.
She flew in the air in the first
Yo.
episode in the classroom, and there's like no explanation for why that happened.
She's a witch.
Glenn apparently says he bumped her between the legs.
Really?
I didn't
I
see
didn't
it.
see that at all.
He was between her thighs, so it's
Well, okay, I can get that. I guess
It was just so quick. It just like I missed it.
Yeah, I don't know. I was me and EA are old, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know why.
Measure my tits.
She was
Okay.
all gung ho for that. But I guess for me,
Measure my asshole to my hair. No, I'm sorry.
oh my god. I thought the second episode was pretty weak, but I thought the first episode was mildly entertaining. I mean, to me, so far, based off, just the first two episodes, mostly the second episode, it really just seems like an ecchi series that is based around one particular like hobby again. And I didn't really find the second episode that compelling at all. It really just seemed like an extended fan service scene for me. I'm not saying that's like all I could pay attention to was, this anime girl, but it wasn't really interesting. I didn't really find the situation funny because I think we've seen the situation in many other anime a billion times. But the first episode, in my opinion, was pretty neat. Thought it was pretty good. I liked the part where she cosplays for him and she goes on this tangent about this game and this main character she wants to dress up as and how weird she is, and then you realize, oh, she was talking about in a rogue game, which I thought was funny. Yeah, I don't know. Episode 2 just didn't do it for me. I thought it was literally just a guy being shy around a nearly naked girl. And I could see, I think maybe the reason I didn't vibe with the second episode as much is because, as a YouTuber, you kind of do have to frequent a lot of communities to make sure you're, caught up and stuff, you're not behind on anything. And this is something that I will see reposted, this whole scene reposted for years to come on like r/anime or Twitter. And it'll get like 1 billion upvotes. So maybe it's that because I know I'll see it again and I'll be annoyed or whatever, but I don't know. First episode was pretty good. Second episode, I'd say it's like above average.
I thought one of the better parts of the show was kind of the whole, like, how they were accepting of each other's likes, but just the fact that, you already said it, Sasuke, but he likes doing this what's it called, doll costuming, Hina dolls, doing Hina dolls, and she's all into cosplaying as hentai characters. But hey, to each their own.
Yeah.
And the first episode, I didn't think it was going to go that way, where it was like, help me make it a costume. I was like, okay, let's see what happens with this. But then, half the second episode was boobs galore. But the funny part was at the end of episode 2 was when he was watching it very intensely, just like,
oh yeah, that was great. Yeah.
And then the grandpa was just like, well, he is at that age now, and God, he's just really looking at it intensely.
He was literally doing like the research that people claim that they're doing on the internet. He was literally doing like he was
really
looking at
was.
it like he was looking at it so intently and taking notes and everything. The grandfather was like, "Why is he taking notes?"
Yeah,
That
and then
was
I think,
funny. That
but
was
I don't.
funny.
If he really wanted to see what the back looked like, why didn't he just like kind of like skim through it until he got to the back and it's like, okay, there it is, and just draw it? But no, he was just watching it like, yes, and you just heard Yamate, Yakurasai. It's just like, oh my god.
Apparently, they're in the Blu-ray of My Dress Up Darling. They're going to actually show this what Gojo was watching.
Oh, beautiful. I'm excited.
There you go.
Yeah.
Watch it be a 2-second loop over and over again of something stupid. It's like, oh,
It's
how
an
dare you?
eroge, so it'll probably
Yeah,
just
okay.
be a still image.
And just have the lip flaps moving. No, senpai.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I mean, the only eroge that I've ever played was Fate Stay Night. So
I played. Oh wait, no, I didn't. That wasn't a Rogue.
oh,
Never mind.
I also played Divi Dead.
Does Honey Pop count? I played that.
I think I would say it does.
Honey Pop was very fun. It was so entertaining. Oh my god.
I played Doki Doki Literature Club. Is that an Rogue?
No.
I mean, you end up being with Monica forever at the end.
I think it's just a visual novel.
Yeah.
So there is no sex scenes. So
Yeah, I deleted her.
Heartless.
well,
I didn't want to be there forever. I was just like, she's still there, asking me how my day was. I'm like, I don't know you, woman.
There was something else I was going to add about this show. Okay, yeah, I'll say for the second episode, like I feel CTAT is criticisms with it because, like I said, the whole fan service thing lasted entirely too long. I felt, I haven't reread the manga, so I don't know how everything played out with the manga, but yeah, it just, I don't know. I think it would be jarring, especially for, EA and C who are viewing this for the first time. But I will say there is, like, while it has this fan service, that's not all there is to it. I think the message I was talking about with diving into your passions wholeheartedly, like that's the big thing to take away from the series. And while this is a series with fan service, I think this is probably going to be like the most egregious episode, like out of all of them, just because of what it was supposed to do. Because he's taking measurements for Maureen. In other episodes, like you'll see her dress up in cosplay or whatever. But yeah, I think this will be like the one where it's like most fan service heavy episode you'll see. I could be wrong because maybe they'll extend scenes, but yeah.
Power pole extend.
Go to the moon.
well, as Satsuki says, if you love her, it'll never go down, right?
Yeah. Well, it'll stay up. It can go down because
the erection of the
Eventually,
heart. Yes.
eventually, you got to go to sleep.
Well, even in sleep, you're gonna have to contact a doctor. It's gonna last more than 4 hours, that's for sure.
I'm gonna say, if you have polls lasting longer than 4 hours, please contact your doctor.
Yeah, I mean, that's just my opinions on the second episode. I have not nearly enough experience with this series to gauge it at all, so I don't know. I think it's a good show so far, though. Entertaining.
Yeah, it's not too bad. I'm curious to see if this is going to be a running theme where it's going to be like she's going to have a good cosplay and then all of a sudden all these girls are going to start coming to this guy like, hey, could you do me? Like cosplay? Could you do this and do that?
The world's end harem of cosplay.
Oh god. So you think it's turning into a harem? Yeah.
He doesn't want
It-
to make cosplay
should-
for anybody else, but he's forced to.
You know what? He should turn this into a freaking business if he's
He
going
should.
to like. If he's going to have like women constantly like me next, me next, me next, I'd start charging people.
Yeah. I mean, it's going to cost money to get all this material and
Yeah.
everything else.
Exactly.
I mean, I'm not a cosplayer, but I'm pretty sure it's an expensive hobby.
Yeah, it
is,
ain't cheap. It costs
Those
hundreds, if not
monocosplays-
thousands of dollars.
A lot of money.
Yeah. Especially if you're serious about it.
14-0. God damn it.
Ah, fuck.
I don't know. This is an easy pass for me.
Pass.
Oh yeah, pass.
All right. Let's see what the audience says. The audience, I know, is already going to love this anime. My subscribers, I put in a poll, like, who is the best waifu? And Marin got like over half of the votes. So,
I voted on that.
yeah, well, you're one of them.
I will definitely admit, when it comes to like anime design, she is definitely attractive.
Yeah, I mean, I like her as a character as well. So it's not only that.
Yeah.
Well, 83% pass, 16% kill with 30 votes. There you go. I don't even think Comey got this much of a positive reaction on the first episode. I think Comey was, for the most part, like 70, 75% pass usually.
People hate Comey.
Yeah, I don't get it. Comey's mom, on the other hand.
Oh, ooh. For sure.
Talk about my dress up, darling episode.
Darling.
3. I enjoyed this episode. Thought it was better than the last one, that's for sure. What'd you think, E?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I thought you said Sasuke.
I did.
That's what I thought I heard you say. All right, paper, rock, scissors for it.
Rock, paper, scissors.
Scissors,
rock.
shoot. Ah, paper. I'm going. So, does she like him or something?
Seems that way.
I think that's pretty obvious.
Yeah. He's yet another person that's just like doesn't know what to do with a hot babe that's like right in front. I looked up this voice actor. You know, this is like her only major role that she's ever done. Like she's done side characters for 2 other shows, but this is the one where she's done a main voice.
So she's new?
She's new.
Huh. That's
Cool.
pretty
Yeah,
There's
good.
some new blood in there.
Yeah, a new voice actor doing the voice for what's her name? Marion?
Maureen Kitagawa.
Marion. Another
Maureen.
for the clip.
Thank
clip
you.
show.
Thank you. But I'm trying to remember what happened in this. She showed off her garter belt. They went to a cosplay shop, and it was just cool just to see all those different wigs and stuff. Like, I'm assuming those things are real, where depending on where you go, because they're definitely not here. At least where I am, we got like Spirit Halloween store. That's what we got. But the different shade of color of wigs, it's like, wow, that's something right there. But I'm trying to remember what happened else in this episode. She said at the very end that she liked him or something, and that was pretty much it. I really don't remember what happened in this show.
Listen, I said it for
Kill me.
Nezuko. I'll say it for Kitagawa. He's a high schooler. Y'all. Comment with the hentai, y'all. Calm it down. The teenager.
Well, let's see how old she is. Hold on.
She's the first year, so she would be 15 or 16.
I have to find the voice actor now.
Oh my god.
Oh god, EA. So what you're saying is, EA, it's okay to loot Nezuko.
If you use EA math, anything is possible.
Oh my god.
Sounds like an advertisement. Like you're gonna have like a cult.
Listen, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, if you also believe in EA math, you too can know what's right to loot and what's wrong to loot. Follow my 3 easy steps. 1. Find out the age of the character. 2. Find out the age of the voice actor. 3. Add them up and divide and you get the actual age of the said character. So it'll either be A-okay or whoa, we gotta put a restraining order on you. So, remember
like
the EA math.
Sounds like you have to put a restraining order on you anyways if you use the math.
Well, see, that's why you gotta kind of like learn a little something called resist. You gotta move on.
You sell that too?
Yes. A bottle of Resist for an additional $9.99 once you use my EA Mathematics.
Oh, God. So, this show, to me, is a show that I've seen like a billion times. Like, this show really just seems like your regular rom-com slice of life where the main character doesn't know how to talk to women or handle women, and the main girl teases him about it, and it's obvious that she likes him too, but she doesn't know how to handle it. So it's just
what I was thinking?
What?
Sorry. I got huge Nagatoro vibes from this show, except Nagatoro is way more, with the whole kimo and kind of like teasing and stuff, while, this show's just like, oops, I dropped something. Let me pick this up.
I think this show is a lot more straightforward than Nagatoro in the romance aspect. Like it becomes very clear he likes her. I mean, like obviously he likes her, but then like her liking him is going to be a thing. So I think it's really straightforward. Nagatoro is still like obviously those two are going to be a thing, but it's still going to take a lot of work for that to happen.
That's true.
Yeah, I don't know. For me, I'm just not like, I loved the first episode, but I feel like even this episode, while I think it's an improvement over episode 2, it's just I'm waiting. I feel like I'm waiting for like something to get rolling, and I feel like a big portion of these last 2 episodes is hinging on the fact that that you should be into this girl just because she's hot. That's what it feels like. And I don't know, it's just not doing it for me right now, and I feel like I'm just waiting to get to the parts that people really seem to dig about this.
Okay, so I got my EA math calculated, and do you want to know what the official age is?
Not really.
Okay, fine.
Was that like the swiping thing?
Yeah, pretty much.
I didn't know. I didn't think you were going to stop.
Well, it's the age. Let's hear it.
Oh, well, someone wants to hear. Cover your ears, Satsuki. It is 20.5. So she's legal.
Jesus Christ. She could be like 10, and that math would still work out to be legal.
No, not true at all. Because if the actor is 26, so then you take 36 divided by 2, and that right there is 16. So, see, illegal.
Oh my God.
That's why lollies are bad. So remember, lollies bad.
Off.
Well, Billy says you hate hot girls, so
I don't hate hot girls. She is hot. That's not the point. The point is not The point is the plot of the show is like I'm waiting for. Like, I don't hate the show.
You know what? I feel like the show as well is kind of like doing so well because of how hot she is.
No, yeah, I mean,
and the reason why I'm saying that too is because if you take away her, you just have a guy building a cosplay for somebody.
Yeah. No, the whole reason this show is popular is because she's hot.
Yeah, that's essentially it.
It's 02 and Darling in the Franxx. That's exactly what this is. That's not
Except there's no meat honey.
Well, I think she is supposed to be the meat honey.
Oh, I see.
I mean, just go on Twitter and search up Marin. It's just
all right.
It's either like lewd art of her or pretty much art of her in that bikini. Or reposts of scenes. Like, I'm already seeing it on Reddit. People are like reposting, like I said last week, these awkward, like vaguely sexual innuendo scenes between the two. And they're getting like thousands and thousands of upvotes, and it's just kind of obnoxious. Like,
there she
I don't
is.
know. I don't know, EA. I think this is one of those times where we can say maybe we're a little too old for this kind of story.
Is it time for me to step in?
You can if you want.
It's time for me to step in. So the whole thing of like this being like generic in a romance aspect, because the main character being, you know, kind of a wimp, can't talk to girls, blah blah blah. Then you have the outgoing, energetic character. Like I'm a-okay with that notion, because I mean that's what it is. A lot of shows will be like that, just with some type of spin on it. And I guess like the spin on this one is the fact that it's focused on cosplay as well as Gojo making his Hina dolls. But I think in that too, there's the bigger message of it is like going for what you believe in and being passionate in the things that you enjoy. And like it happened with the first episode too, but even in this episode you saw Gojo when he was looking at the pictures that Marin was showing of him, of other people cosplaying. He didn't want to call it pretty or beautiful because he felt that he had to be truly awestruck by something for those words to apply. And it kind of shows you how strongly he feels about, I guess, those words in general, but like how things strike him. And there was something else. There's something else with Maureen. Shit. Completely. Oh yeah. When he was avoiding her because he was worried about how her image would drop because she's with the guy that people don't, you know, he doesn't have a high reputation or whatever. But she approached him, and I think like it's not just like how she looks. I think it's her personality. How she approached him, she just wanted him to be honest about it, because she said, if you got a problem with me, like, say it. You know, she's going to be the person to push him to be a lot more outspoken with his thoughts and whatnot. And I think that's just a charm of her, because she's a person that is going to be 100% honest, and that goes into the theme of like not only like having something to be passionate in, but actually wearing it on your sleeve.
I suppose. I mean, I agree with that, but I'm just not finding it too interesting right now. Just kind of holding out, waiting. But that's what I'm doing.
I'm kidding.
You're waiting on nothing.
Not what are you?
I'm just,
so you're saying? What are you trying to say, Sasuke? I thought you locked in this show.
No, I did. If you're, but my point is, if you aren't like feeling good about it now, then I don't see how that's changing in future episodes. I'm not saying I think it's bad, but I'm saying if you think it's bad or if you don't enjoy it now, I don't see anything significant happening later that will change your mind.
Well,
So, Satsuki, are you saying that Sea Tactics is that song? If you don't know by now,
Yes.
you'll never, ever, ever will.
Yes.
You
it's a
bitch.
good song.
I don't know if that last part was there, but okay.
I mean, I don't know. Like, I've seen people say it. There's like at a certain part, it like gets pretty good. Like in the later chapters, it gets pretty good. So
I'm waiting
lied.
for
That's
this
what
to
I
become
heard.
a harem.
They lied. I read the series. I'm not going to lie to you.
Are you trying to
they
tell me to kill this series? What is this?
No, I want you. No, I don't. I'm not here to push agendas. I don't care if this is my show. I just want you to like. If you want to drop it, then that's what you want to do.
No.
Say my shows have been killed hundreds of times.
No. But I'm not saying like I want to make this clear. I'm not saying that like out of salt or anything like that. I'm saying like I'm trying to get you to like not have high expectations of it in the future, because if you're passing it based on if you're passing it based on that, I'm telling you right now that's not happening. You have been promised false gold.
It's
fool's
almost
gold.
as highly rated as the new Attack on Titan season.
Yeah, it's undeserving of that.
Wait.
I think this show is like above average, but I don't think it's anywhere in the realm of Attack on Titan or anything like that.
Yeah,
This show is the same ranking as this
It's
current
almost.
Attack on Titan.
It's got an 8.34.
Alright, I'm killing it.
Oh my, what? AOT has this 8.9.
It's wholesome, it's sweet, and I love it. No, I'm killing it.
Listen to this as well. 45,000
No.
users for My Dress Up Darling, 72,000 for AOT. So it's not the same, but it's almost the same. I saw like a show like mine, like. Okay, so there's the other thing. I saw that this show is rated highly, and it is kind of hard to not look at this as overrated, but at the same time, I saw this and I was like, oh, this is like a 7.5 kind of show on Mal. This is usually what these get. I think it's just getting highly rated because of Marin. So if I ignore that, I feel fine. Like, I feel totally fine, like, with this show. The show is not really a problem to me. Like, I haven't seen anything that makes me go, I want to kill this show. But it's just nothing right now is interesting to me. I thought the first episode was really good. I really enjoyed the first episode. Thought it was brilliant. But the last two episodes have been variations of things that I've seen a billion times before in anime. And it's one of the reasons why I don't watch Slice of Life like anymore, because of the things that I see in these last two episodes. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that's an issue. I don't think that's an issue. Like, if that's your stance on it, I completely understand it, because there's a lot of things that I'm tired of in anime that doesn't necessarily make a show bad, but it's because it loses its appeal because you've seen it time and time again. No, that I'm not saying you're saying it's bad. I'm saying that I could understand you being like jaded to certain things because you've seen it before many times. I've seen this show many times. That's why I said I understand the whole generic aspect of it, because it is. A lot of these shows are the same thing, just with some little twist to it to, give it a different feel. And and sometimes like shows just strike you different. It could be exactly like another show, but maybe the comedy hits you better. Maybe there's a character that you really enjoy that keeps you engaged with certain things. So that's all it is. Like, this show to me, because I read it, like, if I were to give it a number rating, I would give it like a 7 out of 10. It doesn't do anything crazy, but I also don't have high expectations for it. It's kind of, if I were to like do like a shonen comparison to it. I'm sorry for all the Black Clover fans. It'll kind of be like Black Clover for me. It's like I could get something better from it, but it's fine. Like it's cool. It's still cool to watch. It's not the best thing ever, but it doesn't need to be.
I don't know. I feel conflicted on it. Like, I don't hate watching the show. I'm just not entertained with it right now. Maybe I need to rewatch the episodes. I don't know. Like, I'm giving this a pass. I think this episode was fine. I don't feel anything more than just this is a show that we're kind of covering on KOA right now. It feels like all the other shows that we've covered in the past that just, you know, kind of get the pass, and that's kind of it.
Yeah. Well, I'm kind of indifferent about this show. I mean, as you could tell by my explanation of it, it's just kind of meh. It's average so far. I mean, I don't hate it, but I don't think it's, I don't know, super great or anything. I just think right now it's just kind of somewhere in the middle. And yeah, I'll definitely give this a pass too, just because I'm curious to see what happens with it. Like, what new characters they'll add, what other strange situations are going to happen. So, yeah, I'm curious to see what's going to happen with this show. I'm not, head over heels in love with it, but right now I'm just kind of coasting just to see where it goes. Because sometimes there are some animes that are just like that, and then eventually you get to a point where you're like, well, I've seen 72 episodes. I guess I'll watch the rest. But or maybe I'm the only one that does that. But yeah, I just like, I'm curious to see what happens next, but I'm not like looking forward to it or anything.
Yeah, I mean, once again, I guess for people out there, it seems like most people don't really mind my opinion on it, but just to clarify once again, I don't have anything bad to say about this series. It's just I'm in the middle on it, sort of. So I think it's good. It's just I don't know what to think about it, really.
Everybody boo this man.
Iron Goat pass.
Well, speaking of goats, thanks for the setup, Satsuki.
Yeah, the 4 for 4. Junior bacon cheese.
I watched this episode this morning and I don't remember anything that happened in it.
I actually thought this was one of the better episodes.
Oh, yeah, certainly.
This one, you actually got to see Maureen, right?
Marin.
Whew. Phew, I got it right. You got to see Maureen.
Marin.
Is it Marin or Maureen?
Marin.
It's Maureen.
It's Marin.
Okay, it's split. Mary.
There you go.
We got to see Mary be wholesome. She was so incredibly thankful and grateful for the cosplay that was made, and she was so emotional. I was like, oh, she's a nice person. Because she felt so bad that Gojo kind of almost killed himself for making this damn thing, when really all he had to do was ask her, hey, could we put the... No, I can actually have the costume whenever. You don't have to kill yourself over it. Then he's like, damn it. That happened, and yeah, it was actually kind of... Because I felt like the other episodes, we got to see who Mary was with her personality. Also kind of clueless with the whole bathing suit thing and whatever, but I felt like this episode you really got to see more of her personality. I was just like, oh, she's a nice person. Nice person. I think they kind of shared a couple of moments when they were talking about his likes when it comes to making the dolls and stuff that she likes as well. And then we had the, what's it called? Pied de Resistance. She put on the costume and she became the eroge character.
Shizuku.
So wholesome. So wholesome.
You know, I like how the miscommunication developed in this episode, because usually I'm never going to like miscommunications, and that was kind of like the the entirety of the episode. But I felt like it happened naturally, because I could see something like this happening, like because the issue was Gojo kept running into issues, and it felt like the deadline was like crushing him because of all these other obligations, and he didn't want to let Maureen down, so he just kept he kept keeping on and trying his best to keep staying afloat. And we saw how exhausted he was after it, because he just sent her the text like, "It's done, I'm going to sleep." I could definitely see something like this happening, especially if you aren't necessarily that close with the person. Like, they're close enough for her to ask this favor of him, but they're not close enough for him to feel okay with letting her down. Because I think when you're like real close with somebody, you have confidence that they will understand some things. But when if you're not that particularly close with somebody, then you don't have confidence in them understanding what you're going through or what you may have to do. So I like how that whole thing felt natural. And I like where it went at, because they just it was a simple fix, and it's something that they will hopefully rectify in the future, just talking to each other on certain things, making sure. Always want to clarify stuff, especially when it's hurting you that bad, because like he had so many bad things happening to him. It was like, okay, I got this deadline. Fuck, my grandpa is in the hospital. Fuck, midterms. Fuck, I gotta do this tour for this random lady that wants to see the Hina doll. So yeah, our boy Gojo was going through it.
Oh yeah, there was that. Why did he agree to that? I swear to God, he could have just said, "Actually, you know what? Right now it's not a good time." And I understand the whole point of him agreeing was because her friend came in, is going to be leaving the country, blah blah blah. But still, come on, man, your sanity is more important.
Just felt guilty. Like I definitely get that, because he was. He definitely wasn't going to, have the tour until she said that, and kind of, guilt tripped them into doing it.
And they didn't even show up, those assholes.
Oh, they showed up. There was a little scene of them showing up to his house.
I missed it. Shoot. I guess I was looking at something else.
It was like in this montage thing, so I could see how you missed it. It wasn't a focused on scene.
I was looking at the plot. Quote unquote plot.
What does that mean?
It means I wanted to do research like Gojo did.
The research is what killed his grandfather.
I know, I was thinking that at the beginning. Freaking, was it a manga or a DVD? I forget. Something fell out of the bag.
I think it was like Stalkers or something.
Yeah, I think that was it. And the grandfather was like, "Son of a bitch," and then he just died.
They gotta,
like, what?
like they gotta make a new Spider-Man, and that's how Uncle Ben dies.
Oh my god, I would still watch that.
Like Spider-Man's trying to make his costume, and like he sees like some weird thing in there, and then he's like, "Oh god."
Peter, with great power comes great responsibility. Are those fucking stockings? Ugh!
We need it. Marvel, Sony, make it happen.
Exactly. Let's have the Uncle Ben's origin story we've all wanted.
Yeah, it's time. C-Tactics.
See, it's C-Tactics time.
Well, I'm gonna save all of my comments until the very end.
It's the end.
Yeah, I'll say I pretty much enjoyed it.
Well, listen. This show bores me to death. I'm passing it. Because
What?
Marin had Sabelina's hair. So Marin was doing the Sabelina thing. So much like how, you know, Roman Reigns' catchphrase where he says, "Notice me," or something. What does he say? What say EA?
Witness me.
Witness me? Yeah, that one. That he's definitely not saying "Notice me, senpai." Witness me.
I was going to say, he is like, not saying that.
It's like that's what Marin did. Marin witnessed Sabelina and said, "You know what? This is what we're doing. I don't really like this show. I'm passing it." Sabelina, what they did a Sabelina reference in this show? I'm passing it. That's an automatic
Sabelina
pass.
is not a person.
Of course. Well, I mean, you know, like sure, whatever, but like Sabelina, you know, Marin did a Sabelina cosplay. QRW6 says, "Acknowledge me." Yes, that's what Sabelina said. She said, "Acknowledge me," and I sounded like Vince there, but you get the point. And Marin was like, "Absolutely, I will, sure." And then not only that, I did a community tab post. I said, "Which one, guys? Marin or Sabelina?" Sabelina won every single one. All I got was Sabelina. Sabelina said, one because I said, "Who the hell's Marin?" Sabelina, though, that's where it's at.
What is this guy been talking about?
I pass it.
Husky, I know what he's trying to do.
Pretty good episode. We had Sabelina. Pretty good episode.
He's trying to denounce everything that we said as far as the show, and he's just going to talk about his Frankenstein bride.
Listen,
I'm
if I say what I want to say about this show, I'm going to be skewered. They're going to hate me.
Just say what you need to say.
It's
We want
boring.
that.
I just bored by it.
Say more. What
No,
more?
say, is that it, though?
That's Sabelina. That's it.
Well, there you go, guys. He enjoys his Frankenstein girlfriend more than the show.
I don't
After
know what
him.
you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. I've done nothing.
4. Well,
I guess I'm passing it then.
Yeah.
I'm
Perfect
passing
episode
as
this
well.
week. Perfect episode. I agree. Time for the next episode of My Dress Up. Darling.
Whoa.
You guys, go ahead and talk about it.
Dress up. I love that. This episode reminded me of the days of being at Comic-Con. I didn't do so much dressing up, but just seeing a bunch of people dressing up and people wanting pictures and like everything just felt. No, I think it felt really nice. Of course, it wouldn't be this show if there wasn't some explicit sexual innuendo in the show. You know, she was just like jostling her titties around, just going, "This is a great boob bag." Yeah. Just keep shaking it, why don't you? She did
They are going all in on boob animation.
They really are. I was like, Satsuki, I thought you said this was a wholesome series. What happened?
I said it at the start. It has the fan service. I mean, even the trailer showed you, or the preview showed you that it was fan service heavy.
Oh.
I'm not gonna say the manga didn't also do this, but I feel like the anime is putting a little extra on it for sure. Especially when we got to, what was it, episode 2 or 3? I forgot which one.
It was 2.
Yeah, it was like, it felt like the whole episode was that. Like it's there. It's there. But yeah, I feel like some scenes get extended just to show you more boob jiggles or whatever. They definitely know what they're doing when it comes to appealing to a fan base. They know what they're doing.
There's gonna be a lot of Maureen art and a lot of people cosplaying as her. Maybe cosplaying as her, cosplaying as this character. You know, there's gonna be a lot of that, and it's gonna have another icon in the name of Maureen.
Yeah, this episode was pretty. It was decent. I think like the good parts of it is just like how EA described it. It's like, it gave him the feeling of being at Comic-Con again, but it like more than that, or like what's the big takeaway from that is just a pocket of everybody doing what they love and cosplaying, and there's a lot of people who are cross-dressing and whatnot. It's like, it's not something that you would probably see in everyday life, but this is a pocket of people just pursuing their passions, and it's kind of just like eye-opening moment that, like, damn, people are super interested in this thing I'm also interested in. So it's just cool to see stuff like that. Other than that, it wasn't really too much to this episode, because it was that, and the end scene was very good of Gojo.
Yeah, Gojo.
Gojo? Oh my god.
Gojo.
Since we were talking about Jujutsu Kaisen, I was like, yo, am I confusing him with...
No, it's just same name.
Yeah, I was kind of scared for a second. I was like, wait, am I confusing him with Jujutsu Kaisen?
He's secretly the super powerful character.
That would be a twist.
Yeah.
Domain expansion.
Oh, we got a super chat from Aisa. Hope I'm pronouncing that right. It says, "Hey guys, are y'all hoping for some long-awaited season 2s of animes this coming season?"
Yes,
Shield Hero.
Absolutely.
Well,
Yeah, there's that Nagatoro. I think.
Devil's a Part-Timer.
Oh,
Made in Abyss.
I have no hopes for that.
Mijigasaki.
Yes, that one.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's actually a lot of season 2s I'm looking forward to. Or if you want to go further, like season 3s, we got Kaguya-sama coming soon too, and that should be fun. But yeah, the last part of the episode that I felt was good was Gojo calling Maureen beautiful, because we know the call back to the previous episode where he was saying that he wouldn't really call anything beautiful unless he felt it from the bottom of his heart. So, it gave more feed to that ship between those two. So yeah.
And then she got all flustered.
Yeah. That scene was better done in the anime than the manga, I feel, with how they did it.
Well, I guess I'll say that first of all, Aisa says he's waiting on Drifters. So yeah, that's one that's really big. I think I need to rewatch that one. I haven't seen that in years. I think it came out like 2015, 2016, like a long time ago now. But as for my thoughts on the episode, I would I love it. It's great. I think it's a great show, and I'm definitely not bored by it. And I definitely don't think the fan service takes me out of the show at all. And I do like the characters, but I definitely don't think anything negatively about this show. So I'm definitely just going to say I agree with all of you, and I love every one of you. I think you're all beautiful as Marin. And I'm giving it a pass because I think it's great.
I hate C-Tactics. Officially.
Why do you have to be all... I mean, at least say you don't like it.
I mean, no. It's not like... No. I love the show.
See. Come on. Now.
I hate C-Tactics.
Listen, I'm just like all you people. That's all I'm saying. I love Marin too.
C-Tactics.
Never.
And EA, especially me, went on this podcast, and I understand it's different because you're hosting it. Like, this is your channel. But we went up against Mushoku Tensei. If you can't go up against my dress up darling, what do we have?
Listen, I'm just like you, Satsuki. I'm a regular person. I got regular things going on in my life, and I love Marin. Okay, I think Marin is great. She's
on C.
She's doing fantastic for the art community. Tons of people are getting their big break with Marin, and rightfully so. And I think this show's great because you're taking the elements of slice of life and you're combining them with this culture of cosplay, which is very big in Japan and all around the world, frankly. And I think it's one of a great culture. And I think Marin's great. I love her to death, and I love Gojo-kun. He's great, and he designs the cosplays really well. I like the detail in this episode that since he designed using the heavy cloth and fabrics, the really high quality stuff, that it became really hot for Marin. So and the way they designed the thing was so when she was wearing the bra, I forget what the kind of bra they called it, it was very bad for her. It was very big sad. And I was sad too, because I love Marin. And I'm just like all you people, so.
So, literally everything C just said, everybody. Think the complete opposite.
No! I love Marin. See, look, FVA says C wishes Marin to cosplay Sablina. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what we need. She almost did last episode.
Billy made the best cosplay of Sablina I've ever seen. When he put that one guy's face on Sablina, I fucking died.
Oh, Flock. Yeah, because somebody in my comment section was saying Sablina looked like Flock. Like, they didn't know who Sablina was. It was like a random commenter. Like, they don't even watch KOA. They just watch my AOT videos. And they were like, wow, your PFP looks like Flock. And I was very close to responding, but I didn't.
And then Billy made it, and then you flipped out.
It's just that they don't look similar.
My precious.
How? Explain to me how Flock and Sablina look alike.
I mean, I don't even know who that is. So
I love Marin, EA. I think
No, you
Marin is
don't.
great. I think this show's great.
You're being very passive aggressive.
And I love you all, every single one of you, especially all you Redditors posting the sexy etchy clips. I'm just like all you people. I understand you. I connect with you. We are friends. See? I haven't seen or read Watamote yet, but I'm feeling it right now. Maybe I should read that. Maybe I should watch that. Maybe I should do a whole video series on it.
We have to read it.
I'm just like all you people.
I think you broke Sasuke. It's fine.
Satsuki?
See what you did? You turned him away because of the way you did this.
I will talk when C gives his real opinion. I'm not here for this.
I thought it was okay. I like Marin. I like Gojo. I thought this episode was interesting and the most entertaining episode since episode 1, which, as we both know, I very much did love episode 1.
So you're just gonna say all the good things, but not any of the bad.
The bad things aren't relevant, EA. I'm like you people. All of you.
I mean, they are relevant if you don't like something.
No. EA. I hold the same opinion as the masses. I'm in agreement. Let Marin wash over us all. Let her sweat rain down upon us.
Is this because you don't want to get bombarded with dislikes and fans?
No, EA. No, not at all. EA?
Are you choking on something?
Yes. Yes.
Oh man, Sasuke, I didn't know we were friends with Pinocchio.
I don't know what's going on.
Oh
At
shit.
least we know he can never be a real boy.
I misspelled. I didn't mean to say my dress up, darling. I meant to say my. Sorry about that. Is that? I love this episode. I gave it a pass.
I don't know what to do at this point because you're saying stuff that's clearly not not true. You're doing it just to appease the masses, but
No.
hey, it's fine. That's what you want to do. I'll pass it just because I want to see what else
Same.
happens. Because
I
apparently
agree.
we're gonna see what other cosplays are gonna happen. So that'll be fun.
Against my better judgment, but I will preface this by saying this is my pass or kill is not a reflection on how I feel, but it's more so to protect somebody. I am going to kill this show to represent the true opinion of C Tactics because I would rather have a podcast where we tell the truth than whatever this was the last 10 minutes. So I will kill this show.
That was pretty bad.
Yeah.
See, I didn't say that. I love Marin. I'm like all of you people. I love her too.
I just don't want this for another segment. I'd rather kill it.
It's three passes. All right, cool. So, Marin episode 6. Apparently, I'm supposed to joke about me just being like everybody else, but I'm pretty sure that just got this show killed. So,
See, haven't you learned that it's always good to be yourself?
But
People know when you're lying.
I'm just like all of you people.
No, you gotta be honest. Because if you're lying and you're like, I love the Marins of the show.
See, here's the thing. I wrote a 4-page script for a video on My Dress Up Darling. I had literally like 80% of it was positive. And then I think maybe the last 20% was just sort of negative, like not really negative, just why I didn't like the show. And I was like, yeah, I think I figured out why I don't like this show, and I think it's just because it's just the fan service is obnoxious and takes me out of the show. I think that's it.
Yeah, and I think that's a fair assessment. This particular episode, fucking weird.
Yay.
Yeah?
Do you have your weapon?
Do you have a shotgun?
Oh, yes. I do.
All right.
I didn't know if that was like you were going to add something else to that.
No.
But yeah. Okay.
We need you for this one.
I do have it. And not only do we have a freaking lolly, we have a nude lolly. The very first scene. Okay, not the very first scene, but like the scene that we introduce Gojo to. I knew it was going to happen the second that it played out. It's like, oh, this is someone in the bathroom. Gee, I wonder what they're doing. Sure enough, slip and fall in the fucking get out of the shower bath, whatever. And she's just laying there spread eagle. I'm like, getting arrested watching this show. And it was just awful. And Gojo needs to charge people now. he really needs to start charging people to make cosplays. And I think I called this like a couple of episodes before where, well, I didn't know if they were going to have more people coming to the request of him, but he definitely needs to start charging if that's going to be the case, because I would not be doing it for free like this man is doing. But I don't know anything about this new character other than I guess she's also a cosplayer and Marin really likes her, and that's pretty much what this episode was just introducing this new character who is in need of a shotgun.
Yeah. Oh my god. I'm just gonna be honest, because apparently I got this show killed because I wasn't being honest. I cry. I was like pretty invested in this episode. I was like, oh, this is like, I'm enjoying this as much as I enjoyed episode 1. As we all know, I really enjoyed episode 1. And then they introduced the lolly girl, and I understand she's older. That doesn't make it better.
Lolly senpai.
Still, like, if the character is literally introduced as, oh, I misunderstood you as a child. Whoops. Like, that is just that's a lolly trope right there. So,
oh, I fell into your titties. Oops.
Yeah, that too. That was a oops, I showed you my everything. You could see it all. Also, I'm like, totally not a child. Yeah, it kind of, in my opinion, really lame way to introduce this character. Also, I was just getting invested in this show because, of course this episode had the stuff with Marin and Gojo, and like Marin crushing hard on Gojo, which I thought was kind of adorable. I legitimately liked that because it's just cute and it was wholesome, which is what I think this show does best. They introduced this character and I'm immediately not invested in the episode at all because this character is in it. I don't like this character. I don't like this trope. I don't think this show needed another character. I think we could have just had Marin and Gojo, and it would be fine. I assume she's going to fall in love with him, and there is going to be a love triangle, and they're going to introduce another one, and then same.
And it's going to be a harem.
Would not be surprised. Or
it's going to be a cosplay harem.
Yeah, that's what it seems like where this is going. And even if it's not, it is still extremely disappointing because, like I said, I was actually invested in this episode and like genuinely invested. So, yeah. Confused Dust says, and for the first time, they don't take 100 episodes to let the female realize her feelings. Yes, that's a great part. I really like that part of this episode where like she is showing her just adoration for this extremely normal dude, like in comparison to her. I really like that.
I mean, he has the beauty mark though.
That's true. Yes.
He has a beauty. Is that what makes him adorable?
Yeah, it's like the same thing with Fate.
So you're saying that it wasn't because he said that she was beautiful, it was because of the beauty mark?
Yeah. She didn't notice it before.
Okay. Well, I did kind of notice in this episode that the tables were kind of turned, like, you know how Gojo was the flustered one, only because he was having to measure her boob sack or whatever.
Boob sack.
And
her breasts?
No, that's what she called it, was her boob sack.
Well, wasn't that for what her boobs would be going in?
Her titty meat, whatever. But that's what happened. Like the couple episodes, and in this one, Maureen was the one that was completely flustered, and Gojo was the normal-looking one or normal acting one where she even saying goodbye to him, she was just kind of like, okay, bye. Just didn't know what else to say. Just stared longingly into his beauty mark.
Gojo, did anyone ever tell you that beauty mark is just... I want to kiss it? Anyone ever tell you that?
Damn. I want to taste that beauty mark. What?
I want that beauty mark.
And he's
inside
tall,
of me.
so he has that going for him. Tall, beauty mark.
Yeah.
And he can cook.
Oh, yeah. No. Yo, that's the part of this episode where I was like, oh, man, Marin. Can't let this guy go. He can cook.
He's taken. Marin's gonna be all over that.
Is there just a bunch of bots in the chat tonight?
I think we've been hacked.
Be gone, bot.
Vom red. Explicit buttons.
Oh, you already did it to him. Oh.
Yeah.
That was my chant.
Well, shit. It's like you fucking, I don't know, like sliced his neck open. I just shot him.
You were letting him bleed out, and you just ended it.
These Russian bots are just lollies in disguise.
Punishment must be more severe.
Boom, blue.
Dude, did you guys see Bill's freaking comments in our chat?
Bill's great. Bill's great.
I'm concerned.
We're all concerned for Billy, but it's a fun
said that-
concern.
Did you read what he said, right?
What did he say?
You didn't see that in the chat? In our chat?
Oh, that's what
no,
you meant.
I didn't see that. Let me read this.
Read it. I'll just add while he reads it. So. Yeah.
What is this? What the
See,
hell?
that's what he said before we started, and I was just like, this guy has me concerned. But then I forgot to bring it up, so.
That's a fever dream.
Oh my god. Well, at least we know Bill's not a bot, though, so that's good.
I don't know if that's any better.
Stop it.
There's a real person saying that stuff. No, Bill's a nice guy. I just would never like to get on his bad side.
Bill's
He
threatening
seems like
now?
the type. No, I mean, he seems like. You ever seen Cable Guy?
Yeah.
He seems like the type of guy that would come up to you and say, I can either be your best friend or your worst enemy, Steve.
Oh my god. That's a good point.
That's all it says to me. Like, Bill could totally, like, hack the infrastructure and, like, rain down freaking heaven and earth just to, like, prove a point, it seems like.
So Bill's Jim Carrey.
Yeah, he's, what was his name in the show? Chip Douglas. Yeah, he was Chip Douglas.
Well, Bill says I love you too, EA.
Good. I want to keep it that way. Please don't tell me.
Oh my god.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Frankie says Gabby is trash. Why would you say that
Already
about
bad
Gabby?
opinions.
Gabby's great. Gabby Goat.
We'll get into that, but this episode, you guys talked about the Lolly Senpai Juju. I'll just call her Juju because that's way easier to
Juju?
remember. No, that's not. That's her cosplay name. That's not
Oh.
her actual name.
Okay.
But this is easier for me to remember. I've read the manga. I'm caught up to the manga, so I won't say like what they do with their character or anything like that. I won't spoil anything. But I'll just say for what we've seen, everything you guys said, like I feel it, like it's valid criticisms and concerns and worries and whatnot. Wasn't a good introduction, just typical tropes. Naked naked lolly,
Naked.
slipping to the pussy. We do that all the time.
What? Hold up.
Yeah, we did that. We did that 2 seasons ago with
Saucy, that worse has never been said on this podcast or this channel.
Oh yes, it's been worse. You don't remember him saying clip blocker 1, clip blocker 2?
Clip blockers. That's a part
that
of
was
it.
that was a Dachi. That was a Dachi too. I didn't know I couldn't say that. I won't say it no more then. Oh, we'll call it cat. The cat.
The cat.
Yeah, the cat. That then you'll know what I'm.
You can just say vagina.
No,
That
that's so lame.
Well, then what?
The vagina. The penis.
The fuck?
Why don't we just call things by their medical names while we're at it? The scrotum.
The gluteus maximus.
Oh my god.
But yeah,
what has happened?
It was a bad introduction. Like everything else, I think was good because, like the good things you guys already touched on, Amari, realizing her feelings. That's cool. And it's more of like an infatuation thing, and I'm fine with stuff like that. I've said it before because it happened also with kids on the block where the romance kind of happened fast, like characters fall in love with each other. It's not really like love at first sight, but quickly growing feelings, because I mean that's all it takes for teenagers or anybody for that matter. Just you like someone's face, you become infatuated with them. Yeah, pretty easy. So that was cool. Learning more about Maureen was also cool because we found out that she's kind of in a similar situation to Gojo, to where she doesn't have any parents around her, and that happens in most anime. Dad's working.
There are no parents in anime.
Yeah,
like at all.
Yeah, and Love Live, like parents don't exist, except a couple of moms maybe.
A couple of moms. I know males don't exist in Love Live.
Yeah, you have Honoka's dad, but they don't show his face. They don't show
Right.
any guy's face.
We don't know if that's an actual man.
They don't.
They just,
Be a
what
robot.
sponges do. They just kind of like reproduce by budding, and then just another female came off of them.
No. Oh no, they like cut off their limb.
Yeah, and then another Love Live member was born.
That'd be interesting. Maybe that's why they could just sing without ever practicing.
Yeah. I love those ones. I don't know how to sing. I've never sung in my life, and
But I could do this
amazing.
dance routine in after meeting you 5 minutes ago.
At least it's not like
I love Love Live.
At least it's not like Fuka, where Fuka literally in the first episode picks up a guitar without ever playing it, sings a song, plays something extremely complicated that takes years and years of
Jesus.
practice in like a second, and even says herself, "I've never played a guitar before." And then at the end, she gets hit by a car and dies. So nobody cared about Fuka, and good riddance. She got like blood on that car. Poor car.
Jesus Christ!
That's the
I
only
didn't know we were
character.
using this. I didn't know we were using this podcast to like spill your hate over for this poor character.
Listen, you need to read or watch Fuka, and you will understand why this character is so hated.
I watched like 2 episodes of Fuka, and I understand your hatred. See,
Terrible character. Terrible. Annoying.
she really is. She's really annoying. But I didn't see her get hit by a car, so I mean,
Didn't her sister just like wear nothing around the house? Wasn't that her sister's thing?
probably. I mean, bigger sisters are open about their nakedness in anime. That's wouldn't be a trope without it, I guess.
This is another thing we need Kyle's on for. We need to ask Kyle's these questions.
Kyle's wouldn't hate being on this show. We just said pussy and clip blocker.
No, she's one of the bros. She's got a dick too.
Oh, okay.
She'll tell you that.
I didn't know. I didn't know. Shit. Okay. It's a whole new world.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
And the legend of Kyle's grows even more on KOA.
Grows more than her penis.
well, sorry to interrupt, but back to the anime.
Fuka?
The other thing I liked in this episode, no. The other thing I liked in this episode was Gojo being able to I liked how excited he was and how he was able to show his affection for these Hina dolls because he thought Juju was interested in them. You could just see in his demeanor, his eyes, everything. He was so excited to be able to showcase all the dolls and the clothes and whatnot. It's a cool side to see of him because normally he's reserved and whatnot or flustered by whatever Maureen is doing. So that was pretty cool. But yeah, this episode was just to set up future things with Juju. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Is there going to be future ladies wanting to get cosplayed?
Do you actually want me to tell you that, or do you?
Okay, well, I guess that's a yes then. All right.
Well, I have. It doesn't matter what I say at this point. Kill or pass?
I really didn't like the lolly, so I'm contemplating stuff. I didn't like her, but then I really liked the interaction with Maureen and Gojo. Just kind of, just how she's kind of like, I love him, I don't love him, or do I totes love him.
Totes my goats, dude.
I like how she says totes a lot.
Oh yeah, in the manga they stay consistent with her, like how she talks with using slang and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
She's like radical. Hella.
She says radical.
He does say hella.
Bossa Nova, dude.
Tubular.
Righteous. What other 80s references could we say?
Gnarly.
Gnarly, that's a good one.
Catching a gnarly riff, dude. Holy shit. Felt that one in my rib cage.
I just cowabunged in my pants. I'm sorry.
That's what Gojo did. He was looking like catatonic when he seen the cat.
The cat.
It's not probably the first cat he's ever seen.
Yeah, but we've seen a lot of cats in our lives, right? And it's not that special.
I mean, yeah, if you've seen one, you've seen them all.
Well, they all have different shapes and sizes, and
yeah, they're all different shapes, sizes, different colors, different. Some are hairier than others.
There's one cat I want to see back again, though. I'll do everything in my power.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Huh?
Sad story.
Are you talking about your ex-wife that you murdered?
No, I didn't do that.
When did that happen?
Like?
I didn't do that. If the glove does not fit, quit.
It must have quit. That's right.
Wasn't me.
Anyway, I think I'll give this a courtesy pass just because she wasn't too overbearing, but she does any more. Oh, so help me. The shotgun's coming out.
This isn't really a spoiler, but she doesn't show up that often.
Oh, thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus.
She's just like an arc type of character.
All right, I'm gonna put the shotgun away now.
Just had a train on her the entire time. You make one move.
I was just freaking, stroking it, just going easy now. You're gonna get your chance.
Jeremy asked if we were drunk and then his message got retracted. That happens a lot. I'm not sure why. Are we drunk?
I'm not yet. I'm on my third glass and I'm not.
I mean, yesterday I was. Now I'm just kind of like recovering.
Yeah, I think I'm fine.
A wild lightning eagle arrives. Says freaking
Hello.
weeps.
All right.
Lightning-
My
Lightning,
Pokeball.
tell them about Kyle's having a massive penis. What is up with these guys? What is up with these Russians? Get out of here. Leave.
Use of Russian are going to get you killed.
I appreciate Lightning because he put me on to another Genshin Impact character.
Oh, Jesus.
You're gonna have to show me after this chat or after
I
this
can
podcast.
Is it
I can show you now.
Rosaria?
Okay, show me now.
Oh no, it's her name is, I'm probably gonna fuck up the pronunciation. Don't kill me, Genshin Impact fans. Her name is Beto.
That sounds familiar.
He said
Beta.
that a lot. But I don't.
Oh yes,
Oh.
it's the pirate boobs.
Oh, yeah. Pirate
I like the look. I like
Somebody-
the look.
Oh my
Somebody
God.
banned Bill.
Bill says Vum tomorrow. Bill is a treasure.
Oh, look at her. She's singing.
Vum every day, all day. What does Vum mean?
I don't know.
I know what it means.
Do you know? Is this
Yeah.
like, dude, if we get enough of these Vum comments, will we be able to summon like Kyle's or something? Or Satan?
No, I think you're gonna like die or something. Like you're just gonna get, your body is probably gonna get hacked.
Well, you know what rum is, right?
Yes.
Still
You know
haven't
what
had
a vagina
rum.
is, right?
Regrettably, yes.
Vagina rum.
What?
That's what vum is. You asked.
Is it
and
something
I said
Gwyneth
it.
Paltrow made?
I hope not. I wouldn't drink that vum.
Okay.
Whose Vum would you drink then?
I mean, you can never really tell unless you actually like go around and sip a few.
Oh my god.
You know, you gotta like you gotta taste a few vums here and there. You just,
I tell you what. I tell you
a little
what.
sour.
After today's AOT,
little tart.
yesterday's, oh my god, after yesterday's AOT episode, there's people going to be drinking a lot of things willingly off the
Oh
ground.
my god. Jesus. Why are
is-
we
What is up with these
let's
Vum
save it.
comments? Leave.
Let's save it.
Go away. No one likes your
QRW6, you know
Vum
what
shit.
to do. Initiate order 66.
But yeah, we were passing or killing this show.
Nah, I'm gonna pass it. Vum.
I apparently have to kill it. Vum.
I think this episode, it wasn't the weakest, but it was one of the weakest. But because, you know, it's kind of hard because I know what happens later, so it's kind of like like I can't, like there's some things where I pass and kill it based on like how I think things are going to turn out. Like if I'm just judging this episode as a standalone, I think it's just all right. So I'll go with that and give it a courtesy pass.
All right.
All right.
Marin episode 8. I'm gonna start first, okay? Because I'm gonna say it. I liked this episode. I actually thought this was the best episode. I really enjoyed this.
You're literally calling it Maureen episode 8.
Yeah, that's the only
called
reason
My
people
Dress Up
watch
Darling.
this show.
Not true.
Very true.
I think that's true. Okay, as somebody who's like read it, like me reading it, I was like, yeah, Maureen is the, like in basketball terms, she is the LeBron, she is the Kobe, she is the draw of the show for sure. I don't think anybody goes in there saying, like, what is Gojo going to do? Like he's a complimentary piece. I mean, but he's like a complimentary piece. He's the Derek Fishers of the world. He's the who do we have? LeBron. He's like, I don't fucking know.
Well, LeBron
I mean,
doesn't
listen.
have much nowadays.
I don't
Listen,
know, THT.
they find ways to make sure that I'm very uncomfortable with each episode of this series. Was episode 8? Because I watched episode 7 and 8 today, so some things are mixed up. But what is episode 8 the one where she's not wearing the bra?
Yeah, that was 7.
That was 7.
Okay, so yeah, that episode made me really uncomfortable. And then this episode, I
didn't know she wore contacts.
I forgot that detail.
So she goes.
I mean, good for her.
These, I thought it was just an anime thing. That was the color of her eyes, but she walks around with freaking red eyes.
At least they,
I should do that.
Go ahead.
Just falling.
Yeah.
Oh, you could put a scar on your
I'll
head?
do the same.
I mean,
Giant white scar on your head?
I already have a scar on my heart.
Oh my god.
Sasuke, I'm here.
No,
The fuck?
it's too late.
No. Kamena-san.
So, and then they introduced Juju's sister, to which I'm like, oh god, this is a waiting fucking lolly joke with big boobs waiting to happen, and I can't wait to be annoyed by that. But literally, this episode was so good, I was like, yeah, I don't care about the stuff I didn't care for, even the fan service. I was like, I can forget about it. Gojo literally fucking threw a box of fucking fries, and the fries did not fall out of the box, and the fucking eagle caught it. You cannot tell me this is not the best episode ever in all of creation.
That was amazing. I got to admit, that was a 10 out
And
of
then,
10.
and then the fucking hawk, to start the scene, fucking swoops out of nowhere. It takes her burger. What? This was great. This is awesome.
My hamburger.
That was pretty great. Like, it was like a conversation, then all of a sudden, phew.
And the sound
attest.
effect was perfect, and the way they animated it was great.
I'd be pissed too if somebody fucking, well, not somebody, goddamn Seagull took my burger.
Well, it's
I'd be
anime.
upset.
May turn into a girl, so.
This
That
is
is
why
true.
this is why we shoot birds in our pictures.
So
Not
they don't
literally,
turn
but-
into girls?
No, what? No.
I mean, you
can
already
just throw your
said we
hand-
should delete women.
No, I said, in Kids on the Slope, we should just do
Slop.
away with the women and turn it into a yaoi.
And I agreed.
Like, it's like the Patrick meme. We should take
So, okay.
these two characters, push them over there, and push the women out.
I don't think that makes any of this better.
I mean, it's a SpongeBob meme, so like everybody understands it.
Yeah,
It won't
yeah,
get
yeah.
canceled.
What the fuck? Was that SpongeBob?
Yeah,
Did you like that?
I was confused at first until like I remembered what I was talking about.
Oh, Patrick, you're so great. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Can you feel it yet, Mr. Krabs?
Can you feel it now, Mr. Crab?
That episode was so uncomfortable.
Art's now feeling it now, Mr. Krabs.
Oh, man.
Yeah,
Oh, man.
that was an uncomfortable one. And then later in that same episode, they go on a panty raid.
Yeah.
They even said panty raid in the show, and I
Yo.
remember being young, going, "What's a panty raid?"
I'm waiting for Marin to go on a panty raid in this show. I feel like that's like something that this show would do at this point. I mean, they cannot stop it. She's 15. They cannot stop it.
Well, this episode, the beach part of it was probably like the best. Like it was calm. It wasn't, you're not getting much story from it other than like the last part where you see more of Marin's feelings on Gojo when she says like she wants to take him many places, just the two of them. So that
Oh yeah, I bet.
adds on to the romance aspect of it, and as it pertains to Gojo, it just shows you like he is very not necessarily I guess he is sheltered, but that's by choice, because he's so fixated on creating the Hina dolls that he doesn't like go out and experience life, and he's getting a chance to do that with Maureen. Like he has that excuse now.
Yeah. Yeah, that was amazing. Just I don't know. Like I really think I'm really liking this show now. I didn't know what to think of it at first. We had the episode 2 where it was dedicated to nothing but butts and boobs, but then we moved on from that, and
Yeah, that by far is the worst episode.
I concur. But this episode kind of like transcended all that, because I think we can all agree that Maureen is in love with Goju.
Well, she literally says she loves him.
Yeah, and it's just so strange because I always feel like it's on the other end, where the guy is saying that about the girl. I mean, am I wrong? Like, I feel like it's normally the other way around.
Yeah, usually, like, even if it goes in a direction where the girl falls in love with the guy, it's never explicitly said. Like, we don't, like, you can kind of, like, you know, there'll be the sooner days or whatever, that you get the vibe, oh, they like them or something, but they usually just don't outright say it. So
Yeah. So I thought that part was really cool, and just how she's not even like denying it. You know, there's the people that are just like, no, I can't like him. But no, she was all about. She's like, I like him, and I'm happy. And I thought
them,
that.
and I want them.
I like you, and I want you.
I like how.
I love Boondocks.
God, Boondocks is great. Boondocks is so good. We should talk about Boondocks on this podcast.
That
It'd be
would
great.
be funny, but like
That-
no.
I couldn't talk about half the things on the show. I'd be like, Sasuke, please translate everything that was said.
Like, there's one scene in particular, like, no, this is not going to work.
There's a lot. What do you mean? It's the whole
Especially a
show.
character, Uncle Ruckus. Him alone is just.
Oh God.
Him alone is just bad.
I need Uncle Ruckus music anytime I walk.
That freaking tuba and like the. My name's Uncle Ruckus. No relations. That's all I'm gonna say.
Well. Yeah, Marin. I like in the episode 7 when they're having their date or whatever the fuck that was. They
Watching anime.
Yeah, they were watching. By the way, the episodes that they showed of this like made up anime actually is kind of cool. I kind of dig it. It kind of reminds me of Cardcaptor Sakura, which I think is what it's trying to do. But
It's like Cardcaptor Sakura and that any kind of magical girl vibe.
yeah, and like the design for like all the characters in this made up anime like is really like 90s esque, and it's just aesthetically like really cool.
I noticed that, especially with the eyes. Definitely.
Oh my god. Now I have to watch Cardcaptor Sakura. At least a couple episodes.
Let me ask you guys this: how do you feel on the direction of Juju's character?
I don't
Did it
care.
surprise you that they didn't, you know, so far at least go the romance route?
I honestly do not really care about her character right now, and I don't think
But
I'm
she's
not.
Juju.
I'm sorry.
I mean, Maureen loves Juju, so you should love Juju.
No, I mean she's
Juju
fine. What I mean is like I don't like the fact that I don't care for her. I don't think is a negative. It's because I'm
No, it's
so
not.
like invested in. This is so weird. Marin and Gojo.
Yeah, Juju's just she's there. She is this. She hasn't really done anything to make you like her.
The thing that, in my opinion, holds the show back is just how we got introduced to Juju and all these awkward situations. Where it's
Second
just
worst
like,
episode.
This show would actually be really good if all that stuff was kind of like toned down or just gotten rid of altogether.
Yeah.
Like, there was no point, because I almost feel like after they did that, they never brought it up again. It was just kind of like, so Juju, let's go to this abandoned warehouse and take pictures.
And what's the point of, like, I liked one of the scenes in this episode with Juju where Gojo holds her hand and she like freaks out because like I think it was funny.
Of the rain.
Yeah. But I don't like. I just don't think she's currently, at the very least, the way I feel about her is I just don't feel she's necessary, and I especially don't think her little sister's necessary. I think her little sister is. I just don't care for that character at all.
Did you see how they introduced the little sister? Boom. Just
Yeah.
like that, and then they never.
She's a
touched base
middle
on it
schooler.
again.
She's a middle schooler. Not only that is she a middle schooler, you know there's going to be a future episode where Juju grabs her boobs and is like, "Oh, Nason, oh," and then we're gonna get one of those.
I'm just hoping that, by the way everything's going, please, no harem. I don't want that.
Oh, they're gonna tease it.
I don't want it to happen though.
It's not gonna be a harem. It's gonna be one of those like, because this is obviously an anime for dudes. It. You're right. A big boobed middle schooler, big boobed high schooler. You're right. You're right,
bro. I'll watch my dress up, darling. Let's hunt after this.
Yeah, that shit slaps.
Brock Lesnar, his favorite things to do: hunt and watch my dress up, darling.
Like the buff guy on the computer. That meme.
Yeah. Again, Roman Reigns is on the other side. God damn. Love the way they take these pictures.
I hope Maureen confesses.
Maureen, acknowledge me.
Gojo fell in the ocean.
He did. That
he's
was
a
pretty funny.
clumsy bastard.
I like when she took the picture of him though. That was cute.
That was cute.
Oh, it was also cute when Gojo's like, you know, like, why did you take me to the beach? And then she's just like, we're done with the finals, right? And then she's swaying like left and right. And it's July, right? And it's summer, right? She's just, it's like he's looking for a logical reason. Like, you want to do this for cosplay? It's like, no, I just really wanted to go to the beach. Spontaneous is that simple.
Because they
Yeah.
love each other. Or at least she loves him. I don't know about.
Yeah, I don't know about Gojo. Gojo seems a little like shy around her, but
I would be shocked if this was a scenario where the guy was like, thanks for the offer.
I'm into Juju.
No, not that.
That would be the worst thing ever.
But just
I'm into Juju's sister. That's what he's gonna say.
Oh my god.
now that would be pretty bad. Like that, I think they would light the studio on fire if that happened.
So is Juju's sister the Fubuki of this anime?
No. She's barely in it.
But yeah, but Fubuki obviously looks older than her big sister. And
Oh,
Juju
that's
is the
what you
big
mean.
I
I mean, yeah, in that sense, yes. But
So she's the Fubuki.
Like,
So she's
I
so
wouldn't even. I
who's
don't even
Saitama?
wanna compare. I don't want to even compare it. 'Cause it's a beard. Like there's underage characters in high school all the time, but she's in middle school. Like that. Yeah,
is she
that
gonna
whole
be
thing
is she gonna be wet by a dominatrix in this episode or next episode, Satsuki? Something you gotta tell us?
Hopefully not. If that does happen, I'm okay with dropping this show.
Same.
They anime original, just a random battle arc.
I mean, they like the whole stuff where we see the magical girl stuff is kind of anime original. Like we see it, but they flesh it out a lot more in anime.
There's another anime that did the same thing. Another slice of life anime like this one that had like these. It was Genshiken. Genshiken did the same thing, and they're if you like this anime, you'll like Genshiken. It's pretty much the same thing.
Sounds very similar to Gucci Gang.
Not Gucci. It's
Gang.
That's what I was thinking.
no. It's Genshiken. I'll type it in the chat. It's Genshiken. It's a really good anime. Really good.
Genshin Impact. Are we summoning Lightning Eagle?
I'm gonna say
Genshin Impact 3 times in the mirror, spin around, and he's gonna show up.
if they do a Genshin Impact anime, we have to cover it on KOA.
I think we have to, and then just talk shit about it. The whole time.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna focus on the asses.
Yes, I'll be like, they did a great job with Mona. They really captured the ass.
we gotta make fun of like Hu Tao because that's Hollow's thing, and then who does Lightning like? Is it Raiden Shogun? Right? Is that her name?
Thick purple.
Thick Purple. We gotta make fun of Thick Purple, but not Sakura. Sakura's great. Yeah.
Okay.
I have Mona in that game.
Yeah, we know.
No. I want Rosaria. My bad.
Oh, I have
Don't
her as
kill me.
well. Yeah, she's definitely someone you would like for sure. She's got the fishnet.
I mean, who said I like that?
Well, it's what's under the
I like
fishnet you
fishnet.
probably really like.
Business are great.
I mean, from what I know about her personality, I like her because she's a heretic.
All right. Okay, cool. Mess Apathy says, Ayo, what is this slanderous title? This is more a way to get people in, because I'm going to bring it up later. Because it's something I see a lot currently in my comment section, so I think it's worth talking about. But we'll get to that when we get to AOT. So yeah, well, anything else about Marin?
I think I definitely like the show. It's a lot better than I originally thought it was going to be, and I'm actually looking forward to next week. And I'm in the corner rooting for Marin and Gojo. I'm just like, come on, confess, take him to all these places, but you also gotta just take that extra step.
Yeah,
Just
no.
so that I can see him say, "Nah, girl, I'm good," and then just
Oh my god. C-Tactics Theory. Mikasa being cucked, but it's just...
I'm running
it's
away.
Gojo cuck. I'm kidding.
You're not real, C-Tech.
Kidding. No, I mean, I think Marin and Gojo, like, as a couple, they're definitely the most interesting dynamic in this series, and I really enjoy them and their characterizations and interactions. I think they're just really likable, and I think in a show like this, you need characters to just be likable. And while I don't hate Juju, I do hate her sister.
This show is very safe. There's not a lot of drama.
That's kind of what it seems like, yeah.
Yeah, it's not. I haven't seen this show, but the way people talk about it, it's not like Pet Girl Sakurasa or whatever the fuck that's called. It's
Sakura
that one of the
So.
anime. Yeah,
Yeah, it's
Probably
similar
gonna
to
get the fans
that.
jump. Probably going to get the fans to jump you for mispronouncing the name, but
It's not the best show. It has a really weird ending.
now they're going to jump you.
I mean, I'll say it. I didn't think the ending was that great.
Okay, that's 12 people coming to your door.
I mean,
But,
I thought everything else was fine though.
Like last thoughts on this episode, I forgot to add this, because you guys were talking about Juju. Like, I think what she adds to this show, at least from what we've seen, is her expertise on the cosplay. It's like she's the kind of like the mentor figure for Maureen and Gojo, because they're learning a lot about techniques and locations to go. So she's like the gateway into the bigger world of cosplay, because Gojo can only, like, Maureen doesn't know anything really, and Gojo is just he's going off like the strength of his Hina doll making, but there's still a lot of things he doesn't know. So She's like the big sister figure in the cosplay world, so that's her role.
Like
totally. Yeah. Hopes.
Well, I give it a pass. I liked it. That was the best episode.
Yeah, fuck it, I'll pass it.
I'm passing this shit.
All right.
I did not shoot the deputy.
All right, didn't shoot the deputy. Good. It's good to hear. Marin.
My dress up darling.
Marin and fan service. Episode 8.
It's called My Dress Up Darling.
Marin and fan service.
There wasn't that much Marin in this episode.
Yeah. Well, it was all the older sister with her boob bandages, which is pretty interesting to be fair. But this is a lame duck episode.
Who wants to go first?
She's middle schooler. She's a middle schooler. She's a middle schooler. She's a middle schooler. And all the lame fan service. I hate the fan service in this show. It's so obnoxious. It takes me out of it every single time, and I find it hard to enjoy much of this show because it's so egregious.
Yeah, I think it was bad in this one. I think it was really bad in this one.
I don't know. I think the episode with the sweat puddle in her boob was probably the worst, but
I think this one is worse because, like, not that it makes it better, but like you said, she's a middle schooler. I feel like I already knew it's an ecchi. It's an ecchi. It is an ecchi. But reading this, I don't think I ever felt like the fan service was this bad. At least with other characters, because with Maureen, I'm like, yeah, they do that all the time, and it's usually because she's changing clothes or whatever. But like, the anime is going crazy. Like they want you to know this is a fucking ecchi. Look at the ass. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, no, it's like I said. I think the show is the only reason it is successful as it is because Marin is hot and they overly animate her features. Honestly, that's the only reason I think this series is popular. Hot take. I mean, I'm not saying it's bad, but I'm saying this, like, you know,
I don't think that's a hot take because I think if you ask like why people got into the series, like of course not me because I already read the manga, but most people who got into the anime will probably say they got into it because they seen Maureen, whether it's fan art or some wild screenshot. So I think that's fair. Well, again, I'm assuming things, but I think that's the case for most people.
I think that's you saying like that, how people are getting into it because of Marin. I think that's a positive of the show because it shows that there is really good art direction behind the show, and there is. I actually really enjoyed the character designs of pretty much most of the characters. Like even Gojo.
I can't even.
Totes.
I like totes. I just can't even, guys. Like, come on.
At least she's not saying sus.
You really hate that show, don't you?
I do.
Satsuki and I will be talking about season 2.
I also think, for better or for worse, like, yeah, the animation for those boobs are ridiculous, but that's some really smooth animation. Like, that's some smooth stuff. That's some Demon Slayer levels of smooth. I don't get it. It looks so good. But yeah, I just, I don't know. This episode to me was pretty lame. especially coming off last episode, which I think surprised me quite a bit, where I was like, oh, like I actually sort of like the idea behind these characters and I guess who they are as people, and sort of want them to, you know, be happy and stuff and succeed in whatever it is they're doing with this cosplay venture. But, you know, I just I don't know, this one, some of it was interesting, like I said. I think the idea of females having to, you know, change their proportions using special kinds of, I guess, basically bras or whatever, or harnesses and bandages and stuff, like, that's really interesting. That's really cool. Or as well, the other thing in this episode where they use tape on Marin's eyes to make her imitate a certain kind of eye style, that was really cool. Like, all that stuff's really interesting and really cool, but that's really honestly not what the show's about. The show just really seems to be about fan service.
The show's about, it's called Dress Up Darling.
Well,
They're dressing up, darling.
I feel like it's an avenue to see fan service rather than it being the sole focus and trying to tell a story through the cosplay. It's just using the cosplay to show you more boobs.
Yeah, I agree with that. They definitely use a lot of fan service indeed.
Which, to be
I
fair,
disagree with
worse,
that. I feel like they're telling a story and they're taking advantage in spots where they can go, well, this is happening because XYZ. If you understand what I'm saying, like, it's kind of like how Kill I Kill has this whole thing where, like, the premise of it is like you had to not be embarrassed to use fully utilize the Goku uniforms, and in that you get the crazy fan service in it. Like, yeah. I don't think the point of Dress Up Darling is like, okay, like how do we get titties in their face? I think is we're telling this story, but and Cloverworks is definitely enhancing things. Yeah, big butts. Cloverworks is definitely taking like the biggest of shots, because like some of the stuff was in the manga, but I don't remember the fan service like being this crazy. Like, this Cloverworks is definitely like they're trying to get all the horny guys on this show.
We'll
for
say
sure.
Better than the Promised Neverland season, Promised Goofyland season 2. Satsu's Fever Dream.
I wonder if the reason why the author cried after seeing the first 2 episodes was because of the fan service.
Like, what the fuck did you do?
You know what I mean? Like, they were just like, way too much. Because you remember the second episode. That was like, the whole episode was boobs.
Yeah. See, that like that was a good example, because and maybe it's just because the change from manga to anime, because anime you're going to sit on scenes for a lot longer, manga you're just flipping through panels. But like, they had those scenes in the manga, but I feel like the anime focused more on that for a longer time than it needed to be. Like, I never felt like whenever I would see the fan service in the series, it was just like, okay, yeah, it's here. Here it's like, yo, this show is the fan service almost.
I am the fan service.
Decrepit Storm has a really interesting comment here, which I think adds to the discussion. Could it be that they wanted to make it about cosplay and felt that they had to tie fan service into it to give it more appeal?
Yeah, that's what I think is. Yeah, that's kind of like what I was trying to say. Like, they're using the fan service to pull in a lot of casual viewers. Like I said, horny guys. Like, a lot of shows do that. Like in filler episodes or whatnot, they'll have like fan service-esque episodes. Like, I think that's the point. I definitely think Cloverworks is milking it for all it's worth.
Milking it.
Milkers.
You're going to jail.
Goodbye.
Sasuke's resolve says, "Do you think your enjoyment of the show would be hampered if you aren't attracted to Marin?" Well, I guess here's another thing. I can also separate like what is fiction and reality, but like, you know, anime, you're supposed to be attracted in some ways to most characters, and sadly, especially with Marin, she doesn't look like her age, so they definitely designed her for you to be attracted to her.
Any anime character looks their age.
That's, well, there are some anime that do it.
Yeah, okay, okay, I take that back. There are some, but
Like Attack on Titan, I think.
when you have some that look like Marin, who, in my opinion, if you never knew, she'd probably be in her like 20s easily. But she's like, oh, I'm in high school. Then you have the lollies that are 1,000 years old, and you think that they're like 12.
I like,
You know?
I think maybe a better example is, I think there's a difference between, like, a very stark difference between, say, Nezuko and Marin.
Yes, absolutely. Nezuko looks younger.
Yeah,
Especially when she becomes Lolly Nezuko. Small Nezuko.
Whoa, Decrepit Storm throwing out some allegations, throwing out some quite honestly, some toxic shit right here. I can separate fiction and reality, says the guy who created Sabelina. What do you mean? Sabelina's great. We love Sabelina, right, guys?
No.
No.
Yeah, they love it. See?
More propaganda by C Tactics.
No, that's Lightning Eagle's the one with propaganda.
You, sir, never want to hear the facts.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You're
I can
spreading
separate
fake
fiction and
news.
reality. Nope, not me.
Sasuke's resolve said, based on what Savage is saying, I like the fact that you call me Savage. Nobody ever does that. That's funny. It sounds like Kovla Works is trying to rope in 100 horny dudes instead of 1,000 loyal fans, and maybe the profits show up differently. Mari's equals merch trap. No, like the fan service is definitely going to pull in more people than if they just hold the story. I'm not saying fan service trumps quality, but I'm saying the quality of My Dress Up Darling, for all it's worth, the story that it's telling is not going to be, or that's not going to attract as many people as it would if they added the fan service. So the fan service is definitely helping them in terms of the popularity and things of that nature, and merch
Sex
or whatever
sells.
if you want to say. Yeah, like that's what it is. Like, for sure, like this, I'm a fan of the series. Up to date on the manga, but this episode was pretty bad with the fan service. Like we haven't even talked about the actual story stuff because of like how bad it was.
Gojo almost died by buttons.
Jojo?
Yeah. Gojo almost died by buttons.
Oh, Gojo.
That's his name, right?
No, I thought you said Jojo. I was like, wait,
Oh.
what? I was like, which
about to
Jojo?
say, I know I'm bad with names, but I'm pretty sure I remembered this one.
Goodbye, Jojo.
Oh God, and oh God, the beginning of the fucking episode where Maureen's like, "Why didn't you respond to my picture?"
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
And you automatically saw the tissue paper and everything, and then all of a sudden he's like, "Please leave me alone." We all know what was happening there. He was having a full-on erection, and he didn't want her to touch her because he would have in his pants.
And while that scene is like, you know, compounded with the fan service, looks like real cheap and whatnot. I actually like it just on a refreshing level. Like, it's gonna sound weird, just because a lot of these especially main characters, don't show any sexual interest in anybody for some people.
Right.
So I was just like, wow, he's actually a teenage boy.
Well, also it's like you get to see all of what Marin is. I mean, the whole second episode is just literally just her being a fetish for everybody. It like Gojo. have a go at it. Express some of his sexuality. It's fine.
Let him ravage himself.
let him take measurements of himself.
I mean, first of all, think about it. I mean, he's been hooked up on these dolls and hasn't really been doing anything pretty much most of his life. All of a sudden, he gets this hot girl to come into his life that's like that, sending him photos. Best believe he's saving those onto his phone and using them for later.
Yeah, if I was his age,
he's researching. He's researching her measurements.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah,
just like he's measuring himself. He's like, I hope this is big enough.
To be fair, he's pretty much he's in the door. So without doing much, she's already kind of infatuated with him.
I mean,
he is doing a lot. Like making this cosplay stuff cannot be easy. Like they kind of just like speed through it, but I can't imagine like making this stuff, especially the fact that he's contributing money to it too. Like,
well, he's
I don't
doing.
know.
I think it's the passion. Like he's not expecting some romantic venture with Marin. I think as much as he's doing it for the passion and the friendship and camaraderie, and she really likes that about him.
If I'm telling you this right now, if my friendship was that expensive with you guys, I'm going to be a hermit because this friendship seems a little expensive.
Technically, it's very lucrative.
Cha-ching.
Say lucrative again, but real slow this time.
Lucrative.
Oh, that didn't turn me on. Continue.
Okay. Oh my God, Sir Finks, he's here. What is he gonna say?
The sister was gonna pay using her milk money and allowance.
You're gonna have to rephrase that. You're gonna have to rephrase that.
You know what I mean? Like the stuff that you get from your parents.
I've never heard that term until today.
You never heard of milk money?
No.
Never heard of bullies taking your milk? Okay, fine.
I've heard
in the
lunch money.
context of this show, milk is. We're gonna use different words.
Right.
Milk.
I guess I wasn't thinking of that in the context. Oops. But,
especially this one.
But hey, Marin's and Juju seem to really like her sister's cosplay. They were like, "We thought you were a dude."
Oh yeah, that was adorable.
They were both jumping up and down. Oh my God, I thought it was good. And I thought it was so funny how even though she looks like a man, she was doing very girly things, and even Maureen was just like, "You have such a girly face."
Yeah, I like how they all loved her. That was great. That was really wholesome.
Yeah, like that was like the cute moment of the show because it was really focused on her. Her name is what's her first name? No, I'm not calling her that. Shinju. I think that's her name, Shinju. Or I guess I'll just call her Inui. Inui is better. No.
Okay.
But the whole episode was really her just expressing her desire to cosplay. And it's like, that goes with the theme of everybody in the show just doing the things that you want to do, like going for your passions, because Maureen has spearheaded that. Gojo felt repressed with making the Hina dolls, and he gets to express himself with making these cosplay clothes. And now it was Inui's turn to try to, cosplay as well because she felt insecure about her body type and being able to play. Yeah, I mean we know, but
Gojo knew too.
Yeah, she just felt insecure about wanting to play the characters that she wants to cosplay as, and I think that's understandable because like if you have like a whole bunch of characters you want to cosplay in your mind, but then you think about yourself, it's like, do I really want to do that? Because I don't think I would, fit that character. So I'm pretty sure like everybody would experience that if you have a desire to cosplay.
You think Gojo's now gonna cosplay now?
Don't ask me.
Okay, Sea Tactics.
He's gonna you know that Call of Duty DLC that came out with the Attack on Titan stuff, and you could play as the Armor Titan.
Haven't a clue.
Gojo's
what you're talking about.
gonna cosplay as the Armor Titan, and he's yeah.
You don't think he's going to cosplay as Gojo?
Now that would be so
yeah.
fucking cool.
Gojo
cosplaying as Gojo. I would like.
He would.
I would call this.
Hey, if
this would be the best episode. This would be the best show in the world.
The ladies love Gojo. If Marin isn't hooked by that point she will be.
Oh, Marin's gonna be absolutely just soaked, if you know what I mean.
Remember that episode of JJK where Miwa wanted to get a picture with Gojo?
Oh yeah, and she went and did it, even though she kind of had her admirations or whatever it is. Like she had didn't know what to think about it because she was like, oh, he's kind of a jerk, but oh my god, I got his picture, and he was supposed to get that old guy his drink, and she came back and the guy was like, where's my drink? She just was like, oops.
Oh, that was great. You know,
my
Kyle's,
bad.
You know Miggles, Sister Miggles, Kyle's McGiles, VA on Twitter.
Yeah,
cosplayed
I know
as Miwa.
Really?
Yeah, it's pretty
Miwa
accurate.
looks cool.
Well,
yeah, Miwa's cool.
Yeah.
Well, actually, she's useless.
Well, she's useless.
According to her.
Hello, useless Miwa here. That's a great scene.
Mm-hmm.
To be fair, she went up against Maki. Maki's gonna
Yeah,
win. 9
Maki's
out of those
pretty
10
great
times.
too.
I think I could take her.
And here lies Satsuki, dead because he thought he could take Maki.
Oh, you thought I was talking about a fight.
Ooh.
All right. Moving on.
Our poll extend.
What?
I think so. This confirms it. Sir Sphinx is Satsuki's alt.
Wait, what?
Speaking
How?
of, Sir Sphinx says some of the best animated fan service in anime. Believe it or not, what pulls me in the most is the top tier anime. See, this is something Satsuki would say.
I mean, like, I get what he's saying, but that's not what I would say. What, like, honestly, what pulled me into my Dress Up Darling is what pulled most people into my Dress Up Darling, Maureen. And that's, when did I start reading it? I probably started reading it when it was like 30 chapters in or so. Because I started reading it 2 years ago. Damn, maybe even longer than that. Time flew by. I'm old.
No, you're not.
Grandpa
need, like-
Satsuki, tell us.
I need a pension.
Tell us
the fuck?
about the pandemic.
We
Oh,
lived
I already
through
told
that.
I already told you what I'm gonna tell my kids. Like when they ask me about that, like I fought a bear that I didn't know where it came from.
Hello, Russian comrade here. Did you fight Babushka? Babushka, my wife.
Oh
She
shit!
dead.
Oh shit! My bad. My bad, bro. I
It's
fought
okay.
in 2 wars.
We drink vodka together.
I'm drinking vodka right now.
You're like, I
Cheers.
survived coronavirus. I caught it and I got it sick.
Yeah, I mutated into like a Resident Evil monster, and then I just like fought like the demon within myself, took control over it, and I gained back my human flesh. Like I'm going to sound like a shonen protagonist to my kids. They're gonna be like, wait, are you fucking like Naruto? Like they're gonna be like, what the
Naruto.
fuck? They're gonna be like, what are these parallels?
Yeah, I mean that's a good point. good
Jujutsu
point.
Kaisen 0 in 11 days.
I'm gonna go see that in theaters. It's gonna be great.
I think I might see that in theaters too. Bring my son.
Yep. Hopefully Miwa is in it, so I can point and laugh.
That's not nice.
It's Miwa though. It's fun.
You
She's-
stupid idiot.
She's sorta kind of like the Aqua of JJK. Not really, but sorta.
I like Aqua.
All right.
Where do we go from here?
Kill or pass?
I'm passing
Marin
it. I'm
in
passing it.
Fan service episode 8.
Even though it was very heavy on the stuff I didn't care for, I liked the ending result, which was the story, which was about the cosplaying sister, and I'm already invested in this show. After episode 8, I'm hooked. Unless they do something so fucking bad these next couple episodes, I don't see myself killing it.
I think we got the worst of it. I'm trying to like rack my brain around like all the events, but I feel like that had to be the worst of it. But who knows? Like Cloverworks could like do something crazy. So I'm not even sure.
Cloverworks. It is Cloverworks.
So, yeah. I mean, I'm passing it, but yeah, I was kind of in no man's land with this episode.
I feel the same way. I feel very middling on this episode. There were really cool things about it, but I kind of just it's weird. I didn't want it to be over, but I wanted the fan service part to be over, and it just kind of never ended. So I was kind of just, I don't know. I felt like I couldn't really enjoy the episode. Hopefully that's not the case for the next one. But it probably will be. But regular pass.
All right,
let's talk about Marin. Episode...
My dress-up darling!
Which episode was this one?
Should be 10.
10. I'm gonna be honest. This episode was boring. So this is one where I don't remember it, and I watched it like 2 hours ago.
All I remember from this episode is let the harem begin, and there's a new cosplay coming, and she's gonna be tan, which I don't know. Is that offensive?
Yeah, is it? So is this
That's
outfit
not offensive?
that Marin is going to wear? Do we want to see her wear this outfit? Like from the like a realistic perspective. If we're talking about anime perspective, we know the answer. But if we're talking about like this is a real person, do we really want to see a 15-year-old in this outfit?
Of course not, but
you're asking the wrong people.
Yeah, like, do you understand how many people are horny for Marin? Like, it is, yeah.
I think she's like the number one character on my anime list.
Wouldn't surprise me.
I mean, she's definitely like, she has the most buzz I've seen from an anime character in general from this season, I feel.
She's probably gonna win. She's gonna win the waifu award.
Really? I mean, like her character warrants that, but like for the people or for why people love her, you know,
people just they want to smash her. That's it.
Yeah, this
smash.
This episode was really just low. I think it started to pick up during the second half of it.
Yeah,
and not just in the like the plot, because there was really no plot in this episode, but it at least like got away from the fan service fetish stuff, and it was like, all right, let's actually like let's actually like do something this episode. Like the whole shopping moment between Gojo and Marin was cute.
That was adorable. She loved everything he was in. I thought she hated everything at first, but then all of a sudden she was like, "Oh my god, I love everything that he's in."
Yeah, that's the impression they give you, because she's just like, she looks at the first outfit and she has that face like, I don't know. Yeah, and then she sees all the outfits. She's like, damn, he looks good in everything.
Which is weird because he doesn't even look at all handsome or happy or anything. He's just like sick to his stomach wearing it
Well,
with that pale expression.
I think we know Marin's type. I think we know her type.
She likes the pale riders.
I kind of love it because it gives that whole idea that like beauty is an eye of the beholder, because even the guy who was there was like, oh, Gojo's with this girl, like this is a girlfriend, like no way. But in Mari's eyes, like he is like the best looking guy ever, and it's just that's why taste exists. What might be beautiful to you might not be beautiful to others. So
It's also
I kind of like that.
Yeah, I agree. It's realistic too, because it's also scientifically proven that with the human mind, when you're attracted to a person, you like literally see them physically more attractive than you did before you were attracted to them. So I think that's really interesting. It's just really cute.
Yeah, and it shows that she's not a shallow person. She sees his inner beauty, even though he looks like a beanpole.
Yeah, he needs to eat more ramen.
Something.
Man,
Just he needs to eat. I don't think I've ever seen him eat.
I'm gonna be honest. Like this episode is very bare bones, because like the only thing you really get is the cute shopping part, and the whole part between Juju and her sister, where
bra breaks.
I was for sure they were gonna show her boobs busting out.
They did.
I forgot about that scene until you mentioned it. I don't know how.
It was the rumbling, but in her chest.
The rumbling.
That's funny. It reminded me of that scene in the Ghost in the Shell movie when she pulls the hatch off the tank and her muscles are ripping. That's what it reminded me of, but that's a good one too.
That looks so strange. She's just standing there and her boobs are just going gyrate, gyrate, gyrate. It's just like, what the hell? And even Marin's like, huh?
She's Tagoro, but with boobs. 50%.
Yeah. Damn. That bra did not stand a chance.
Poor bra.
But what was going on with Juju was kind of interesting, because it's just that whole thing of she felt like she was a bad sister because she didn't know what was going on with her sister, about her wanting to cosplay and whatnot, and her philosophy on the character she wants to cosplay because she doesn't feel like she's fit to cosplay some characters. So I think like that on the surface is good, but man, it took a long time to like get to that point. That took up like a third of the episode, I feel. The pictures were cute. Like with Maureen, I forgot the name of the character she was cosplaying as, but we had a little
Beep boop.
Wait, what?
Beep boop beep.
No?
I don't know. I just know them as the anime characters within an anime.
No, I'm not talking about the fucking shark teeth tan girl. I'm talking about the first thing we saw her as.
Oh, she was the two eyes
Yeah.
chick.
Heterochromia girl.
Yeah. My bad.
Yeah. Because we got a little Yuri bait. We love Yuri bait, right?
Really? You thought it was Yuri bait? I thought it was more. It seemed like Juju was into Gojo.
Oh no, for sure. But that's why it's bait, because it wasn't going to actually happen. But it was just like the whole scene of like her like caressing her jaw, like looking at her, and then she just like bust out laughing because she's fucking Mari. No, get away from me.
Did you think it was funny how Maureen was talking to Gojo over the phone, and she was like, "Oh, that's cool that you got what's her face all dressed up." And
Oh
they were
yeah,
like, yeah, just some alone time, and she was like, oh. And she did an anime pout.
yeah. Like in the manga, like they just have what she's doing, like they just spell it out. They just say jelly pout. So yeah, that was pretty funny. I like that scene. But it's really not much to talk about other than that, honestly.
And then the teeth and underboob, and that's pretty much it.
I get healthier when I see such underboob. What the fuck was the quote?
I don't
It was such a
remember.
stupid fucking quote.
Oh yeah, no. Marin also teased Gojo at the end. Like,
Oh,
I'll
yeah,
send a
about-
picture to you, and I was like,
I'll-
Gojo, my man, just say yes.
You know she's gonna send it to him anyway.
Oh
Yeah.
shit. Damn. I was looking for the quote. Okay. Seeing such plump, healthy underboob makes you healthier too. So
don't know.
a little
I don't-
health advice.
I don't know if that actually makes you healthier.
And also, I don't think it helps for guys.
Really?
I mean, well, as a guy having an underboob.
Oh.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah.
I mean, for guys, yes, 100% it works. But as for having them as a guy, I don't think that's good.
Damn.
I know, I'm working on it.
Dr. Lightning Eagle in the chat says this is scientifically true.
Well, if Lightning Eagle said it, then
It must be true.
might as well write it in the book.
Yeah. I guess I'm giving this a pass. This was such a nothing burger episode.
Yeah. It was admittedly, it's just it's like I hate to like label an episode this because I feel like there should be value in any episode, but I feel like this was such a transition episode. Like just give us what like the leftover stuff that we got from the previous episode and just let us go into the next arc or whatever, because this doesn't like lead into another arc really. But yeah, it's like in a way almost felt like a filler.
Yeah, I'm killing it for filler.
Ooh.
See, I knew you would say I knew you say you were gonna kill it because somebody I think needed to kill this episode.
I did it. All for the nookie.
I don't think I will ever kill an episode, honestly, but like, yeah, there's. I'm passing it, but yeah.
Come on, Sasuke,
Yeah.
kill it.
Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I wouldn't have an issue with killing this show just so I could have less anime to watch. But you know, I enjoy the show. But this wasn't the best.
She wubs him.
Wov.
Yeah, I like the Gyaru talk. That's one of my favorite things about Maureen. And
Yeah.
I like that anime keeps it consistent because I was kind of worried that it wouldn't do that, or maybe like the translations were not keeping it real with me.
Well,
Wub.
I guess it's time to move on to the next anime. Let's talk about
I went on a
Marin.
food tangent. That's my bad.
Marin,
Money.
episode 11. This was the succubus one.
This is a good episode.
Hey,
I
tell
was-
us what a succubus is.
Well, you see, Satsuki the Savage, a succubus is someone that they come to you in a dream. They are a spawn of Satan himself, and they give you lewd dreams. But as well, that's
The
exactly
fuck?
what they sound like. I think that's one right there. We caught one. Okay, wait.
My bad. I'll wake up.
So, when you have sex with them, and you ejaculate, they literally suck out your life force through your ejaculate, and you die.
So you're saying if I bust a nut, I will literally die?
Yes.
Yeah, the potential to die. Yes.
That depends on the succubus too. If it's if it's a succubus from
Well, we don't mess with those succubus because those
The
other
monsters.
succubus, that's a way out. If you're gonna play with fire, you got to play with fire, right?
I mean, Sato Sensei is pretty hot.
That's just what they want you to think.
Well, she's in the manga. She's even better. What is it called? My Monster Girls, Little Monster Girls, or something. Anyway, yeah, it's a good show and a good manga. I recommend everybody watch/read.
Well, what did you guys like about this episode? Because I didn't like this episode at all.
It brought them closer. Their relationship.
I like a part that you probably aren't going to like, and that's like the last scene. Like, I don't know, it's stupid comedy of him.
The one where they're leaving the room, and then it's another woman. She's like, "Oh, they're in high school, young love."
No, I'm talking about like the scene of the
bulge?
episode.
Oh,
Yes, his gay bulge.
Gay?
I mean, that was a pretty straight bulge from what I saw.
Yeah,
But
it's so fucking stupid because he asked her to get on top of her, and like because he's in the moment of
Right.
like, I gotta get this right, I gotta get this shot, and he's so focused on that he isn't really even thinking about like what he's actually asking her to do or the situation he's in. And Mari's like, she's kind of hesitant. She's like, oh, okay. And then she gets caught up in a moment like, oh, great picture, blah, blah, blah. And then it finally sinks in like what he asked her and what he's doing. And the horny kicks in. It's so fucking stupid.
well, you gotta remember what kind of started that. It was they heard from the other room, and then all of a sudden that just kicked it into gear where it was like, wait a minute, oh my god.
The part that got me was when he said, Mari, get off.
Right.
He was so desperate.
He grabbed her sides, and then she let out a little moan herself, and then basically the light switched off magically with the phone just landing perfectly on the light switch. And then, teens do what teens do. It was just one of those moments where it was like, well, first of all, I knew something was going to interrupt them. That's another fucking trope I hate in anime, where you think they're going to do something, and it's just like, nope. Someone walks in, phone rings, someone else's bulge comes in the scene. Anything interrupts the scene, and it's annoying. But I just the intensity. They're just like, we should just do it just to break the tension, and then just ring, ring. But I at least appreciate this ring just because they were calling to remind them your time is up. Either pay us more money or get out.
No, it's probably we have called you about your car's extended warranty.
No, that's.
They called you about VUM.
Vroom.
Would you like VUM?
They just talk about online strips of chicken.
But yeah, that was very, like, admittedly, a very stupid moment. But sometimes stupid moments make me laugh.
Mm-hmm. And then and I think they pretty much are in love with each other now. Freaking Gojo went home to beat his meat while pounding his head for some reason, and I'm sure Maureen's doing something.
He has to repent.
Oh my, no, Satsuki.
You
What?
raised
She
me
doesn't-
up.
This isn't Berserk.
That is exactly
gonna-
what I was thinking about when
She's not
you
gonna
said
flail
that too.
herself.
Well, I was thinking of Moscas, but I guess you can frame it in the form of Farnese too.
Poor Farnese.
I love Farnese.
I think we all love Farnese.
But Oh, I like the fact that they poke fun of the long ass titles. I don't know if this was an isekai or whatever, but
Oh yeah, suck a
the
dick.
full name.
That's what they called it. Suck a dick.
No, it's suck IDK. It's not suck a dick.
Suck a
That's
dick.
what I thought it said.
See,
When I was reading that, I
It's-
was like, suck a
It's
dick? What
it's
the
suck
fuck?
suck a dick.
Suck? I don't know.
It is not suck a dick. It doesn't have an A in it at all.
Suck a dick. It's what it
Or
is.
without A, it's just suck dick.
I mean,
or
I guess that's how I was reading it too, but still, like,
See,
because okay,
suck a
the
dick.
full name is I'm a mega best-selling high school student light novel author that has a succubus thirsty for me every night, and I don't know what to do. That's where the IDK comes from. I don't know.
I think that's a literal, actual light novel, by the way. Or not light novel,
Maybe.
but a manga. I've read something like that before.
it's funny because the little panels that they were showing, she's terrible at doing her job, and the guy's just distracting her by just like, here's some chocolate. Yay, chocolate! And then like I think the other scene beforehand, she fell asleep trying to make him fall to sleep.
I feel like it's just Jahi.
Yeah.
Like
That's
that's
pretty
the
much-
comedy of Jahi.
Suck a dick?
Like, no, not suck a dick. Just like the character failing at whatever they do. And that's pretty much Jahi.
Not suck a dick. Right?
Stop saying that.
What? What am I saying?
You like saying it.
It's suck a dick. I mean, that's what it's called.
Oh my goodness. Anyway, but yeah, that's how I read it. I'm trying to think what else
Oh,
in this episode.
I like how Gojo's a normie. Because it gives you the perspective of how people would absorb like certain synopses and summaries and how you explain anime. Because like I can imagine if I just explain like a friend who doesn't watch anime at all, like the plot of Kill la Kill, they'd be like, wait, so they get half naked and they get more powerful and they're fighting in a high school and this girl has a light shining behind her every time out of nowhere. What?
And then the whole trying to explain this. No, trust me, it's good. It's good. You have to watch it.
It's just kind of one of those things to where, like, this is King of Anime. We've all absorbed anime enough to where it's like, you can explain a premise to us and it could be weird as hell to the average person, but us being anime fans, we're like, oh, okay,
Yeah.
I get it.
Like suck a dick. It's normal to me.
He's just gonna keep saying it, Sasuke, at this point.
There's nothing I can do.
As for me, I just found it really slow and boring. The contents were whatever. It just seemed like another episode to get more fan art, more attention on Twitter. That's it. Whatever.
Man.
Better than last week's episode, in my opinion.
There was a lot more stuff that happened in this episode than last week. I will definitely admit that. I still thought it was funny, the whole, I so love him.
Yeah, no, that's fun.
This episode did make me look up how love hotels work exactly, because even though I've heard it in many anime, I didn't really understand it completely.
Me and Hollow looked up like a bunch of love hotels one time. Don't ask. And some of them are crazy. Like some of them are just like just they serve you food and everything. Like it's just might as well just go there to just chill out.
Yeah, well, let me kind of
just to chill.
let me kind of explain it for the people that might not know. Well, I'll just explain it in my ignorance, because I'm pretty sure I don't know everything there is to know. But it's pretty much just a hotel like rented on hours rather than like, because you get a hotel like you get it for a day or whatever days, but as far as I'm aware, with Love Hotels, it's like you get it for hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. It's like it works like that. Like you usually aren't going to stay there overnight or longer than 24 hours. They provide you with stuff like, they provide you stuff like food, tea, sex toys, condoms, adult.
I like how she said there
channels.
was a massager. That wasn't a massager.
Yeah. That was that kind of disgusted me. I'm like, because that made me think, are they just reusing this? Like,
no, they're probably cleaning it because it had a piece
I would
of
assume
plastic
they would
over
clean
it.
it. Right.
Like just
Probably that hand sanitizer stuff. Just sanitizer.
No, it's probably bleach.
Even then, like that, like the thought of that is just like, ugh. I don't know. Like I mean, it's not like I'm going to use the shit on myself, but I don't know. I don't think I would want to use it.
This is true. Well, you're going to a Love Hotel, so
at least they clean the sheets.
Well, I would assume they clean the whole
I
place.
would hope they would clean the sheets.
If they don't, then the person who was there before didn't do a good job.
If I have to turn off the light and put on a UV black light just to see, and it's just like straight up a white sheet, and the sheet's not even white, then that's a problem.
I don't know.
I would never do that. There's some things you just don't need to see.
I
That's
feel
true.
like it's clean. Also, how the hell did they get in there?
Into the Love Hotel?
They're
As
teenagers.
far
They're
like
15.
as far as I read it, like again, this is just my ignorance. It's kind of like this automated thing to where it's like it's almost no supervision when it comes to like booking it or stuff like that. Like if you're getting service, that's one thing, but it's just like just pay, you pull up, and that's it. That again, this is just in my knowledge. I could be completely wrong about it, but yeah, it seems like you don't really have to, because you think of hotels, you think of you go to the lobby, you talk to the person at the counter or whatever. I don't think it works like that.
Well,
The more you know.
yeah.
There's a little NBC star floating around.
I forgot what else I was gonna say about this. But
Did you like the cosplay?
She's 15. No, I didn't.
EA math.
Oh my god, not the EA math. Jesus. EA, what is the math?
Well, she's very new, the voice actress, so she's very young. So if you take, she's 15, right?
Yes, Marin. Marin is, yes.
Right. Okay, let me do the quick math here because I think the voice actress is 23. So that's 19. You're in the clear.
Oh my god.
Just barely got by.
I feel
I
like
can double check my math before I go to hell. So hold on one second.
you are definitely going down. Why did he mute?
Just like that whole thing. It reminds me of when we were watching this scene yesterday for me, and then we all rejoiced when we found out Haru was 18.
Oh yeah, no, that was great.
I just love how you were like, "We did it!" Okay, so she's 20. The voice actress is 26. So even perfect, it's 20. Perfect. There.
I just don't trust it, EA. I don't trust it. I don't trust your math.
The math is totally fine. It hasn't failed me yet.
Yet.
Until someone voices fucking Lolly, and like the voice actress is like 16 or something, then well, I hate lollies, so I guess that never would work. Okay, I'm in the clear.
Sir Sphinx said, I think it has to do with the age of consent. In Japan, the age of consent is 13. That's a misconception.
Is that really?
That's a big misconception because
That's
like
weird.
because like because there's different levels with it. I think it differs from like every like region in Japan, but like how it actually is, because people will say like age of consent is 13, but what it actually is if you're 13, you can have sex, but it like there's like with other 13-year-olds. It's not like you could be a grown man having sex. Like, no, that's not allowed. Like,
That's what all the lolicons would love.
yeah, like I think that's a big misconception that needs to be cleared up.
No, they don't wanna clear it up.
Yeah. But either way, I don't think love hotels or minors are supposed to have access to it either way. I'm not sure.
Maureen got it.
I don't
on
live
a
in
cheap
Japan.
Deal. She got it. Do you see how much she got it for?
No, they're cheap.
6,000 yen, which
Yeah,
is
that's $60.
They're
probably a
very
little
cheap.
cheaper because like that's the rough estimate.
That's true.
No, when me and Hollow searched them up and we're looking at them, they were pretty cheap. Like you like to like if you were gonna stay there on vacation at Japan, it's just cheaper to live there for like a week or two than it is to get a normal one of those really small.
So that's where we're all
Cubes.
going. See, right? We're going to your love hotel.
$50.
I mean,
That's what
yeah.
it costed.
Probably.
All right, here we go.
I cry.
And,
I
and,
can't
and
wait to-
apparently with love hotels with Japanese apartments, apparently like there's not an access of baths. So like that's why they have public baths or whatever for people to go open
That
to the
makes
public.
sense. And they're totally like not weirded out by nudity over there.
Yeah, so like that's also like a cool thing about love hotels because they have that too. So love hotel seems like it's the move.
It's the way to go. Let's do this.
We killing or passing love hotels.
Mirai Zora.
Mirai Zora.
I guess it's a pass. All right. Well, moving on to the next anime, I suppose. All right. It's time to talk about now the final episode of Marin. Marin episode 12. I thought
Marin.
this was. I forget which episode I thought, or that I really liked. I still think that one's my
69.
favorite, but this one is my second favorite episode because it was just Gojo and Marin, which is what I like about this series.
Yeah, it was like probably like the least fan servicey episode. Just just literally just them being normal. Yeah. That usually doesn't happen.
And it was entertaining. It wasn't boring. It wasn't like that one episode right before, like when they was it the episode they introduced Juju's sister? That was like the worst episode, right?
Probably.
Yeah, it was the complete polar opposite of that episode, where it was everything that I enjoyed about the series, all into one. And I thought it ended pretty much perfectly for the series. It's the best ending you could have gotten.
You also got Leatherface. That's always fun.
Oh, Leatherface. I love the homage to Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and I was like, oh, nice. Nice. And she got scared.
She did. I didn't expect that. I thought it would be, I didn't expect either of them really to get scared. I thought, if anything, they were going to make Gojo scared, because that seems to be kind of the thing to subvert your expectations. But no, it was just kind of Marin gets scared, and that's it.
Mm-hmm. She's
And
such
then-
a girl.
She is. She's such. Yes, she is such a girl. And then at the end,
What I mean by that is it seems more believable,
Wait a minute.
like, in a way.
And then at the end, she confesses to Gojo, even though he's asleep, which I kind of feel like they should have just went for it, but at least she said it.
Oh, my.
You see,
Oh.
I like that moment because they didn't try, like, obviously it was like one of those one-sided confession things, but And we've seen that a lot in anime. It's practically a trope. But they didn't try to like insult your intelligence this time, where it's like it's some offensive like fake out to where, because a lot of the times what will happen is whoever will confess and then the other person won't hear it or something. It'll be something very contrived and very stupid.
Just
At least
kidding.
Oh god, that's terrible. Sticking the tongue out. Bleh.
She did the same thing, except she
Rent a
showed her
girlfriend?
blue tongue.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
But,
rent a girlfriend. Hentai! Bleh! It's like, I'm gonna stab you in your throat.
But yeah, like they already showed you that Gojo was falling asleep, and it's probably why Marin was did it in the first place. So it's more of a moment for her rather than for them to like be together. So yeah.
Turns out Marin is also a model.
That is a side gig. Now you know where the money comes from.
They just kind of nonchalantly are just like, oh yeah, by the way, I'm a model. No big deal. I just totes just am a model, and I just can't even.
I'm a 15-year-old model. I'm just really successful, and it's just, it's whatever.
And I can only eat fried stuff in Greece and,
Oh, that's right. She
fried rice.
she eats all that stuff. She can't, if you're a model, you can't eat that.
Yeah, well, she does. She got that metabolism.
Superhuman metabolism.
They don't show Mari's dad for some reason. She talked about her conversation with her dad, but they actually show him in the manga. I don't know why they just didn't do that.
Is her dad cool?
Yeah, he seemed cool, but he was still a dad, so no offense, EA. But
No, I get it. We have to be that way sometimes.
yeah, he was still like, I mean, I get it. He's not really hard on her because she was just not doing her schoolwork.
Hold on. So we gotta call. Sorry, Satsuki. Somebody in the chat says Albatrays, longtime viewer, first time caller.
Hey, first time caller.
I'm late like my girlfriend's period. What did I miss?
Well,
I mean,
sounds like I'll support soon. I don't know.
you're gonna have to invest in condoms. Well, I guess it's too late for that. The morning after pill works as well. So,
Poor guy.
Satsuki, you did it to me twice.
I did.
You did it to me with Nagatoro. After this show ended, I read the manga to
Oh wow.
freaking Dress Up Darling.
Wow.
I'm all caught up now.
Damn. I guess that's what we have to do for Watamote. I need to make an anime.
Well,
Oh man, I can't wait till the second season, because that one I feel like shows more heartfelt stuff. Because I loved the heartfelt ending with her confessing and how they kind of made it look like they were on the same bed, but it was just how they edited it and whatnot, and my heart melted. That was so sweet.
Stuff.
show's way better than Rent a Girlfriend, though.
Oh, 100%. Do not.
It's a challenge.
Do not speak of Rent a Girlfriend in the same existence as Dress Up Darling.
People will. That's the sad part. People will compare these two.
I don't even know how. He's not renting anything. Maureen is a better person.
Just because it's a rom-com, people will say, if you like Rent a Girlfriend, if you like Marin, you'll like Rent a Girlfriend.
Why don't they just make more effort to do research? Because they're not even remotely the same. Because all the people on Rent a Girlfriend are terrible. The dude and all the women, terrible.
Perfect anime
Maureen.
for the Jaegerists.
Maureen, on the other hand, she's an all-around great character. She's my waifu of the season.
You know, I think Marin and Gojo are really likable characters. I think all of them typically are generally likable, like in their own, like on their own. But I think the way some of them are used in this season is just a little underwhelming and not fun. Juju, I think, is probably the one that I dislike the most.
I mean, yeah, they definitely do the whole, walk into the bathroom, look at the jugs, boob physics. A little much of the show, and sure, if that was taken away, it would probably make the show even better and have higher marks in my regard, but I still think overall the show was... I'm not upset that I watched the show. I'm really happy I saw this show. I probably never would have saw it if it wasn't for KOA.
How did you feel about Maureen almost fucking dying?
Oh yeah, that's right. She almost died.
She fucking fell in the water and just sank to the bottom. Why did she do that?
I love that moment.
I'm gonna go in here. What? I'm like, huh?
I kind of love that moment because it was like they didn't need it at all. It's like extra information. Like, yeah, she can't swim either, but she still wants to fucking dip her toes in a pool. But yeah, I
mean, that could have been something that came up in conversation. You know what I mean? Like, did they have to really be like, "Oh, I can't swim"? Gug.
Well, now we know that Gojo can swim.
Yeah, he sure can. I mean, he fell in the ocean the last time.
And also, speaking of anime tropes, Mara was like, I want to go see the ocean and swim in the ocean. What is up with fucking oceans? What is so
They're
cool about it?
You ever been to the ocean?
I have.
Did you not think it was cool?
I did. But not enough to like...
Well, there you go.
But not enough like, for example, I'm not going to like... One day on KOA go, one day, guys, together, we're going to go to see the ocean. And that is going to be our life's goal. Even if it means we all die trying.
I mean, this series has some parallels to Attack on Titan. And you saw Maureen showing off the nape of her neck. I know someone who would love that.
Oh, Levi. Old Levi, yeah.
You're making this too easy for me, lady.
Time to sweep up this dirty cabin.
Anyone seen that? Anyone seen Zeke? That fucking monkey.
That fucking monkey.
Brass monkey. That fucking monkey.
Oh, yeah, the blue tongue thing was like... I actually forgot about that. That made me laugh. So it was so stupid.
It was stupid, but it's such what a teenage girl would do, just to ruin a wholesome moment. Just bleh.
Yeah, they're probably going to get married. It's going to be great. They're going to have fun. Apparently, Bill was robbed at the beach, and he had to remove the message. So
he needs to stop going outside. He keeps getting robbed. My God.
At the beach, though. Damn.
It's kind of hard to get robbed at the beach.
Yeah, because like it's harder to run. Like
so many people.
There's no like There's no alleyways you can hide. It's just like it's out in the open. I mean, maybe if it's crowded and like someone like pickpocketed you and they ran off, like maybe that'll make it harder. But if it's like a normal day at the beach, then damn, bad luck.
People will steal people's shit whenever they like leave it out on the beach, just to like a towel and like a tent or umbrella with some shade. If you're not there watching your shit, you go back to your car to get something. Some people might actually try to steal it. You'll be surprised. Oh, yeah. It's like, are you really? You fucking you that broke? You gotta steal somebody's towel?
Yeah, they had this video of this this lady who was like, I guess I think it was in Miami or something, but she was just like, they showed all the stuff that she pickpocketed, and it was just a shit ton of cell phones and stuff. I don't think I have that video.
Oh
I don't think I
my
can find it, but it was like, damn, like she robbed everybody. And then when the police were taking her away, like there was a crowd of people surrounding her, and it just all was, they were singing in unison, "Na na na na, hey hey hey, goodbye." Like it was great.
It's kind of what you get for
Oh.
robbing people.
Yeah, I know. People that steal shit are horrible people.
Philip says, I
They're on
heard.
the same verge as Jaegerists.
Yeah, well, Jaegerists are Nazis. They can fuck right off. By the way, did you know the KOA podcast supports Black Lives Matter, trans rights, just
Gay rights.
women, gay rights, minorities.
rights.
You know who we don't support? Fascists,
Ducks.
dictators, racism,
Lollies.
transphobia, also lollies. That's an important one. Right up there with dictators, I think.
Frederica.
Whoa! Hold up. Frederica's fine. She's
No,
not
she's
a lolly.
she looks like a Nazi.
What?
She
When?
wears a uniform, has a hat.
Well, I need
They
to
had-
change my outfit.
They had those funny hats.
The funny hats. Hatler. Philip says, I heard a rumor Sabor Lena has a yacht on the ocean. I don't know who Sabor Lena is.
It's the robot version of Sabalina.
I didn't know that was a thing. I didn't
You
know that
don't
was a
need
thing.
another one.
Oh my god. I am Saborlina. I will suck your dick.
Oh my god. Okay. Lightning Eagle is here. Everyone say hi to Lightning.
Hi, Lightning. You missed
Yo.
us talk about all kinds of fun stuff about. Well, I better not repeat it. Just watch it in the replay.
Bill says, if you support gay rights so much, I really need some money. I got robbed again.
This is me. I'm confused.
Stop getting robbed.
You should probably I don't know, deposit your money in a bank or something.
Freaking carry your Second Amendment carry or something. That way nobody tries to rob you.
Oh my god.
They might take that though.
That's
Take
true.
your gun.
Not honestly, you have to pry it from my cold dead hands first.
Then they just move on to the next step. Take a life.
Ah,
You took everything from me,
including my
I
life.
know you.
And now I'm going to take your nuts.
Or
And then
I was
you get
thinking
Wait,
revenge.
is this
You
this
get
Zeke
reincarnated as no. You get reincarnated as your robber's nuts.
Yeager? Thought this would be like Zeke Yeager with the euthanasia plan.
Can you
There's
just imagine an anime like that though?
well, EA, there's something similar to it.
Is it the one with the dog?
No. It's about apparently a guy being reincarnated into around a woman's crotch.
A kitty?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Link?
No.
What?
No.
We support this.
No, not we. You, I guess. And I'm still shocked.
Fine. I'll look at it on my own term. What's it called? I got reincarnated as a snatch?
I don't know, but
I got
good luck trying to find it.
Reincarnated as a snatch.
Oh my god.
I think the China would work. Yeah. My dress up darling. Fun time.
I like this art.
I guess are we passing this episode?
Very detailed. Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm passing it. I'm sorry. Passing this show, Sasuke, you keep coming out with bangers. You're the man.
Thank you.
I can't wait to see what happens next freaking season, since you got apparently another banger coming.
You are going to love Spy Family. Like you guys are going to love Spy Family.
Spy Family's great.
No doubt.
Very,
I like.
very
I
good.
think EAU will especially love Spy Family.
Oh,
If I know you.
well,
All right. Can't wait.
technically should hate it if you think about it.
Why?
No.
Well, no, Sot. Well,
Why would I hate it?
I mean, it's we'll cross these roads when we get there.
Crossroads?
Yeah.
See you at the crossroads. Crossroads.
See you at
So
the
you don't be lonely.
Theo says, "Do we support Genshin Impact?" I guess.
I know Lightning Eagle and Hollow does.
Yes, I am a fan of Lisa.
Oh, Lisa's great.
Lisa is the witch, right?
Yeah,
I don't know.
I am a fan of Rosaria.
Yeah, Rosario Dawson is cool too.
Mona. We're fans.
Mona and that ass.
Okay. All right. Well, we all said we're going to pass the show. Cool.
And that was the supercut of My Dress Up Darling Season 1. Subscribe if you are new, and also remember, we will be talking about Season 2 later this year whenever it is announced. So don't miss out on that. Get hyped and get ready. King of Anime Podcast, forever.